Sorry, just getting to Jessica. Hey everyone. that was my Tom Holland. Hey everyone.
Nailed it. That's what he sound like.
All alone. Had a lot of trouble sleeping last night, Kev.
Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble the last couple of days.
Dude, it's been rough, man. I ate some Chinese food when I watched Star Wars last night, like at 8 p.m.
Sure.
And I felt the effects until like 5 in the morning when I finally fell asleep. And it's not that I was
effects?
like, I wasn't like, it wasn't like a, oh, my stomach's like in so much pain. It was just like uncomfortable. And I still have those feelings right now.
Where'd you get the Chinese food?
Lantern. It's really good. Like I've had it several times before. I don't know if it's just maybe I don't know. I have no idea. Yesterday I just felt weird all day.
Yeah. Tony Trance's middle guy. One of my favorite kind of funny things to come up. Middle guy, Andy Cortez.
I couldn't sleep, so I just fucking watched more Breaking Bad. God damn, what a show, dude. Holy shit.
How stoked are you for the movie?
I am so excited, man.
Yeah. 1 week, right?
The 11th, I
Well,
believe.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, man. It's just, I'm happy that I'm so removed from it that I haven't seen it in such a long time, and the big moments are still like as shocking and like, yeah. There's so many moments where I get to the end of a season, I'm like, they fucking ended a season that way.
I wonder if they
you
can make it
kidding me?
feel like Breaking Bad though. Like, will it feel like it? Do you know what I mean? Like, Better Call Saul is good. It feels like Breaking Bad-ish. But I wonder if they can come back, just pick up where that story left off, and still have it feel as like intense and slow burn. Because you know, Breaking Bad was always like the slow building of tension. I wonder if they could do it.
I love the way, like, just seeing that most recent trailer that came out. It reminds me of when they made a Power Rangers movie, and you're like, wow, this looks so professional. Like the shots in the trailer, the quality of like whatever camera and lens they're using, it just looks like, God, this is Breaking Bad on steroids.
For audio listeners right now, Tim is
The
smiling.
worst like analogy ever. I get it, but like from our little kid minds.
Yeah.
I think they can pull it off, especially with the trailers that we've seen so far. They definitely seem and feel slow burning and building up to those big moments. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
I started season 5 yesterday. Very, very excited. We're getting some good shit. The second half of season 5, I would say, is the best television ever.
Interesting. I just finished Barry last night, season 2.
Barry's good.
Really good.
Gave up the grudge.
Yeah, I finally just was like, you know what?
Talk
Got
about
winked
like
once.
talk
You
about like
know-
a Breaking Bad-esque kind of ending
Oh
with
my
all
God.
with how all that shit's just leading up and
Yeah.
you're feeling the how fucking like, oh, I'm just like my butthole's tight. You know?
They're really good at making those characters. They're really good at making all the characters redeemable and completely irredeemable at the same time. Like his girlfriend, I just want to go away, but I also they cater that character to that. Like she evokes emotion, like, oh my God, you're such a fake person. But then that makes every moment she actually has that are real that much more poignant. It's very, very well directed and well written.
I'm excited for El Camino because I want to see how much you guys like it. As somebody who hasn't watched Breaking Bad.
Are you going to go in
excited to see
blind?
it. I'm not watching it.
Okay.
But no, I'm excited. I hope that it's good because that'll be a sign for the Walking Dead movies to come. Because
Is it?
those are going to be Netflix as well. Some of them at least.
But they're not Vince Gilligan, you know?
No.
No,
saying.
but I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
Angela Kang, the showrunner of Walking Dead, has been turning it around. And it's like anybody that's still watching Walking Dead, like season 9, everyone's like, dude, 9 was great. Going into 10, like they have high hopes.
There just doesn't
Not
need
enough to get me back, but if the movies are going to be good, like that could be enough for me.
I just can't. Again, I mean, I guess it's because I've fallen off the show, but I can't fathom 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. I just can't fathom that. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
it's
I
just something
can because
don't
I've
want.
read the comics and it's like they could adapt it so well. They just made some real key mistakes that fucked everything up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like they could adapt the entire Walking Dead show into 10 seasons and it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
They didn't do that though.
Has the comic ended? Mm-hmm. Interesting. I'll ask you offline how it ends, or maybe I'll just Google it when I remember. Mr. Yasman 300 says, "Are you watching? Are you going to watch The Irishman?" It's 3 hours. It's 3.5 hours long.
I can't fucking
Fuck yeah,
wait.
I'm gonna watch The
You
Irishman.
kidding me? Scorsese.
I'm pretty
Back
down
at
with
it.
that, yeah.
Pacino, Pesci. It's all the piece.
It's all the peas,
All
dude.
the
Pee it
peas.
up.
Granddaddy
good.
P.
I saw like a kind of like just a tweet from some reviewer that was like, Joe Pesci is like, this is his best role ever.
He's playing like
And he was one of the guys in Home Alone,
yeah,
he was the Wet Bandits.
Oh yeah.
The Wet Bandits.
the Wet Bandits.
Is that what they called him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Wet Bandits. Remember that's because he kept flooding the houses.
In the second one.
The second one, yeah. Six
That's
Dickie
right.
Bandits.
That's right. I haven't seen Home Alone in so long.
Well, because
What do you
remember
do?
at the end,
What do
he's
you do
like-
on Christmas?
Yeah, what
How
do
do you avoid it?
You watch Love Actually like a man?
No, I
Great
watched
movie.
fucking Jingle All the Way.
No, you don't.
great
no,
movie.
you
Oh,
don't.
it's
No, you
turbo
don't.
time, baby. Let's go. I haven't seen that since theaters.
Soy el hombre de turbo. Remember the Mexican one, Kevin? I love when they have like the Mexican version of it. They pull the little string, they hit the button or whatever.
That's the Schwarzenegger movie, right? Where
Yeah.
you had to go
Oh, yeah.
find the toy for his kid. I think I only watched it.
Phil
once.
Hartman.
So good. Yeah, Phil Hartman too. He's
I,
such a great like shitty dad. Like he's a good dad, but he's a like just an asshole kind of like
Yeah.
prick, you know.
But by the end, he has a heart. He has a heart of gold, and
He
it shines
does,
through
yeah.
by the end.
I,
Same thing with Sinbad, who's like an asshole postman. You know what I mean?
Bad.
But he's doing it for the right
Some would say he
reasons.
goes postal. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I love that I woke up yesterday. Not the day before.
I did it.
Yesterday.
I'm sending you
It was
yours now.
like, it's fall. We've arrived.
Oh yeah.
And then
What-
I go out, and it's pumpkin everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And it's
pumpkin
so
are-
great.
No.
Are you? I forget. Are you a pumpkin spice fan?
I like it. The reason
fan
is
of the
the,
pea spice?
problem is once I switched over to LaCroix pretty much exclusively, it's just way too sweet. What I want to do is get my first PSL in years, and I want to ask them just one pump of the.
I've never had a
Because
pumpkin
that's
spice.
my key is
Well, that's
I
not
like
surprising.
vanilla lattes are kind of my like I'm gonna treat myself. I want something a little fun that's not just nice coffee. But I've learned just get one pump of vanilla because
They do like
get a venti six
Yeah.
six pumps.
lot.
What
I've seen 'em
the
do it.
living shit like PSLs? I bet you it's like six,
Wait,
maybe
a pump
more.
of what?
a pump of
Syrup.
syrup,
Oh.
like sugary syrup.
That's
What's
way too
amazing
much.
is that like even when you order an iced coffee, and this is my one of my criticisms of Starbucks. It's like I'm like, can I just get a iced coffee? And they're like, you know, how do you do? What do you want in it? I'm like, I just want coffee. Like I don't want it. Why is the default to cram as much sugar as possible into
Like
everything
sugar.
we do?
Ignacio,
Hate
Home
it.
Alone is called My Poor Little Angel here. I love shit like that, man. I love weird translations.
What was Fast and
That's
Furious?
the
Super hyper drift.
super combo
Super
was
combo.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
Wild Chase.
That's a great name.
Yeah, and like I think Fate of the Furious was Wild Chase Ice Mission.
Yeah. Dope.
So great.
Dope.
Over the weekend, we went and had a little fall day on Sunday.
I saw
we went
the
down. We
Instagram.
went.
You
We
guys
went.
went hiking or
We went. Well, that was. We just went through Golden Gate Park. The
It looked
normal-
like chili, but like a good chili.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yesterday was this perfect, crisp fall morning. We got up, we got coffee. Jen blew my mind, telling me that I can get my iced coffee, but they'll put the pumpkin spice in there, which I never thought,
Oh,
but
yeah.
of course they would. And I did that. And again, way too sweet. But for that first quarter of it, coffee, I was having a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotta try that one pump, man. I'm excited.
Oh, well, now
Can
that I
we-
know.
Can we
We can.
Can we
Kiwi,
go out and do
kiwi,
a KFAF
kiwi,
bit where
kiwi.
it's just getting every pumpkin spice thing possible?
Yeah. We can.
Can I come on that?
Candles?
Can I be on
yeah,
that show?
of course, yeah.
Candles, samples.
We eat candles.
We just burn a candle while we're eating. I love it.
That sounds very smelly.
Horrible.
Can we
Yeah.
pumpkin spice it?
We
Straight
I'm
up
totally down for
Red
that.
and Link ripoff.
My wife and I went to a Williams Sonoma because she likes their pumpkin spice candle they put out every year. They have a pumpkin candle, so we got that and we got a vanilla bourbon candle, and they're both very, very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. We ended up at Target, of course, doing the Halloween shopping, and we got some pumpkin spice candles too. Yeah, feeling good out there.
And then my wife almost got angry at the woman that works behind the counter because my wife tried to pay with $100, and the woman's like, "We can't break that." But she said it in one of those ways where you're like, you should have said it just a little nicer.
Yeah.
If you wanted us to come back to the store. So I had to step in and I was like, I'll just pay with my card. But Dee was ready to just bounce. She was like, fuck that. Why can't you break? I said, Williams Sonoma. It's not like you don't sell stuff that's like $300 to $400 here. You can't break 100. But the woman was just like, we can't break. You know what they? We can't do that. Like, you're a fucking moron for even asking for us to do that. And I was like, you don't understand, lady. This is my wife. She has to put up with me, and there are knives in this building.
Oh my
like,
God.
let's not make
wanna get
this a
knifed.
worse. Yeah, exactly. Interesting. pumpkin spice Greek yogurt is terrible. Yeah, that sounds terrible. That's one of those that they knew making it that they
Fuck
they
that.
shouldn't do that.
No. Pumpkin spice yogurt.
Greek yogurt.
It's good.
Sour ass.
Kevin, the
Greek
doorbell's
yogurt with
ringing, and I
pumpkin
think we're
spice.
the only 5 people in the office.
It might be cool, Jeezy.
Here's the email I'm drafting to WWE right now.
Uh-huh.
Number 1, what do I need to know about the pre-party, the party, and the post-party Friday?
Love it.
Number 2, can you introduce me to The Rock Friday?
Love it.
Number 3, can you help me get the Big Show in the office to play Destiny?
Why the Big Show?
He loves Destiny.
No shit.
He's like a
Wow.
huge fucking Destiny player.
I'm not. If he comes
When
in
is this?
now,
But when? What? Why?
I'm not reframing
Which
the
to
cameras.
what thing?
To all of this, like, how did that just?
Well, I wanted The Rock. Well, I'm gonna go down to SmackDown on Friday. It's a big
The
Friday.
premiere
To
on
where?
Fox.
L.A.
Oh,
They're doing
wow,
a
the
they're doing
Fox
a
premiere.
big old
Yeah,
thing. They
big
said,
blowout.
"Greg, we want you to come." And I said, "We will come."
That's
so
awesome.
Jen and I are going there. We're walking the blue carpet.
That's cool.
Big deal for
Wow.
us. You know what I mean?
carpet, I
The
love
blue
that.
carpet. And then, of course, today The Rock tweeted he's going to be there. So this is my chance. All right.
is it.
And you better believe. Is this where I risk it all and stab someone to get close to The Rock? Yeah, it is. Don't show him this clip.
As your
Wait,
lawyer,
are you
I
gonna hang out with Cool Greg at all? He's going too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, that's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I did know that. Yes, man. It's really cool.
I'm excited. If you get to actually meet The Rock in person, I think
Let's
that
not get ahead of ourselves, but
that
I'm pretty
would
sure it's going to
legitimately
happen for
put
sure.
us, maybe I would say conservatively, 50 to 60 years away from getting him on the show.
He's a very busy man. He's a very busy
I
man.
think it'd be great.
I think we'll get him in like on his deathbed. Maybe.
Has he ever done a podcast?
No, I don't think so.
Because
He
he hasn't
married
done
that
any of
guy.
the big ones. He married the guy.
He married Nick Mundy that one time. Remember?
Oh, that's right. He did.
That was
marry
awesome.
guy.
Speaking of
That's
which, I mean, he's all hyped up about Vin Diesel now. They're all
Let's
friendly.
fucking go.
Yeah, what is this? I
baby.
saw the- I saw
we'll
the
talk about it
headline.
a lot more on Internet Explorers, but this is just great news. The Rock essentially was just like,
They
hey,
buried the hatchet.
like, yeah, just talking good about Vin, just being like,
watch
hey,
this
Fast
yet?
Family, baby,
No.
let's go,
Yeah.
like whatever. I'm
Big-
waiting
big
for Vin's
update.
response.
Is
Big
it-
update about just like how, you know, Hobbs Shaw, you know, we just crossed 750 million worldwide.
Which
like,
is
super,
insane.
Super excited. And then he's like, and also, big thanks to brother Vin. Couldn't have done this without you, brother. You know, you've supported this. And
Do you think it's
It's
because
just- it
on
made me
some
feel so
level
good.
that like Hobbs and Shaw didn't hit a bill and he's like, fuck.
No,
I
it's
need
not.
the other
I think
franchise.
I honestly, real talk, I think it's humble brag shit where it's like, hey Vin, motherfucker,
Really?
thank you, but look, we can do this shit without you,
You think so? You don't think it was nice?
I don't think it's that. No.
dude. They just had insane numbers for Hobbs and Shaw. They don't need Vin, but I do think this is gonna work into them reuniting for 10.
He could have just not mentioned him though. Like that's what I mean. Like
But I think it was pointed. This is where you get them headlines.
Well,
man.
we'll see in 6 to 8 weeks when Vin comes out of his weed-fueled coma and decides to post another Instagram video where he's like,
Dude, he's doing it every week, man.
The
You've been
Rock.
missing it in Explorers the last couple weeks. Every week he does an update.
"Oh, I was on last week and I saw
Dude,
it."
son.
3
It's
years
great.
from 3 years
Last
from
week was
now.
one where he and Letty just stared at the camera for 45 minutes
That
and
was
then
all
one
they
of them
did.
went,
3 years
That
from
was
now,
it.
he's gonna wake up and be like, Hobbs and Shaw, congratulations.
God, what is it like to be Vin Diesel? That guy just did it right.
The one
He
with
did
him
it
and Helen
fucking
Mirren was
right.
the weird one, dude.
Dude.
Holy shit.
Like the Reddit thread about the beef being over was so funny because all the kind of funny people were just like, man, can't wait till the video where they're together and you can't tell if they're high or if they want to fuck or both.
I don't fully understand the statement, but I love the poetry of it. Chance Carter says, I think it's The Rock being a bigger person. He knows his poop poo is worth more than Avon's filmography.
I don't get it at all.
Avon Barksdale? I don't know.
I believe that's a Vin Diesel
Thank you so
autocorrect.
much.
Yeah, Vin's. There it is.
Thank you.
His
Get it. Thanks,
poop
Koji.
poo is worth more than Avon's filmography.
Oh, yeah. Vin Diesel and Saving Private Ryan.
I mean, that was Matt Damon.
Huh?
That was Matt Damon.
He played Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
a good-
Caparzio. Oh, his
What a
fucking
great
death is so
fucking
sad.
movie, dude.
It was a good movie. It was a real good movie.
Nikki Glazer's new special tonight.
No shit.
Banging Out, I think the name of
Is
it's
that what
called.
it's called? God bless her.
Yeah.
God bless
Yeah,
her.
Pretty stoked for
What's nuts is to see like Tom Segura's like these guys, they do a special and they just immediately go on tour for the next one. It's fucking
it.
crazy.
Smart. You gotta do it nowadays.
So nuts. Can't even
Netflix.
imagine that
What else
life,
is
man.
coming out?
Oh, I started watching The Politician.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
That was what it was.
I don't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah,
I
that
was like,
sucks.
what I wanted it to be was
What's up with Gwyneth Paltrow just popping up in it?
she's great in it.
Really?
But she plays like the mom, the kid's mom, adopted mom, because he's adopted into this rich family. And what I don't like about it is that he's too human. What I was expecting was that he was going to be a sociopath. Like everyone was going to be a sociopath, and it was going to be sort of on the lines of like a Cruel Intentions kind of, where everyone's just kind of a shithead to each other because they're broken
Super
human
rich,
people, but
yeah.
he's got a very human side, and it kind of makes me not like him as much.
Interesting.
It's very weird. Like I thought this was going to be sort of like Election. You ever see that movie with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick?
saw it.
Sucked.
But I thought it was going to be like dark like that, and it is weirdly not, and it's very slow.
I thought everybody liked Election.
I never.
At the time, we liked it.
Well,
What quote from Election am I thinking of?
Oh, I can't remember.
Her pussy gets so wet. It was so graphic
was
then,
talking-
now, and forever.
Wasn't he talking about a 16?
Talking about a student, yeah. Imagine Broderick's like, oh my God, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Speaking of wet pussies,
It's a Metacritic.
Yeah.
Mother.
Ah, nah, ba, 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 ba.
Broad City is over now. It's done. Season 5 is the final season, and it ended. And me and Gia had always waited and watched on Hulu when it came out. Totally fucking forgot. I don't know how long it's been out, but it was just a random happenstance that we like popped over and saw it. We're like, oh, this is everything, man. We're like halfway through the season. Goddamn, what a damn show, man.
They're great. They're so funny.
I'm happy it's over. Like they did their damn thing. Have you guys ever watched Broad City?
Yeah.
It
Funny.
builds, man. It builds, and it just like becomes so worth it when they get to the point where it's just like everything.
I want to go back
is
and watch
a
the whole
joke.
thing now.
Is
it on
you
Hulu?
You need to, Nick. All of it's on Hulu.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Those two are fucking. I forget the
They're
actors,
so
the
great.
comedians' names.
Abby and Alana.
but they're fucking funny.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. What were you saying? Whoa, whoa, whoa for?
He was like, speaking of wet pussies. And I was like, I got to hear
The episode,
Oh, you got
the episode
excited
I just watched was
with
then
yourself.
they ran into a girl they went to college with, and she was known as Stinky Pussy. And it was her whole life story since college, trying to get over that. And God, it was good.
That's hilarious. Ignacio, yes, it is a Ryan Murphy show, and if I'm not mistaken, Ryan Murphy did Glee, and it has a very Glee type vibe to it. And I would love for you guys to watch it and tell me if you like it. I just
I'm
could not
definitely
get
going
into
to,
it.
'cause
I saw the
But-
trailer. I saw it rolling into like the pre-roll thing
Yeah.
where it just kind of auto plays. And I was like,
I just thought it was going to be more like Veep, where it's like everyone is a fucking terrible person, and because of that, you're along for this dark, strange ride. But it's not. People have feelings, and I don't want to see that. I don't watch people have feelings. Fuck emotions. Also, it didn't help that I wanted to play Link's Awakening the entire time.
yeah.
So I was like,
Ooh.
D was like, "You want to watch this
a damn
really
good game,
dark,
man.
fucked up, twisted show that I'm sure will not end well, or play a classic?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll play this classic." Yeah,
Have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
I watched half an episode on Kevin's recommendation, but it was like the 6th episode of I kind
Flashback.
of came in on it and I watched it. I was like, "Oh, you know what? I like this. I'm gonna wait until it's all done and watch the whole thing."
We tried that this weekend and ended up watching all of it and
Is it-
catching
it's
up.
good, right?
It's really funny. It's really, really funny.
Yeah, it seems like
John
it's,
Goodman killing it. Danny McBride killing it.
Danny McBride's
Yeah, I
fucking
give it a
good.
Who's the young guy from Workaholics?
Yeah.
Adam Devine.
Devine
He's
killing
great.
it. They're all great.
Have you watched Ballers? The last season of Ballers yet?
I fell off Ballers and I didn't know if I could just jump back in. It's such
You
a
know-
deep story of fucking in sports.
All too hard.
I've been a bit critical of The Rock over the
stakes
last
have never
couple
been higher.
years for some of the movies that he's kind of churned out very
Sure.
quickly.
Saving Private Ryan.
But I have loved Ballers. And I think last season it dipped a little bit, but this season, because it's the last one, they're going fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I really, really like it. I highly recommend it.
Skunk, 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 skunk,
Bam,
skunk.
bam, 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 bam.
Hell yeah,
Like the
Zach
part where The
Brown.
Rock's just doing fucking pull-ups with a chain
Sure.
on him.
Yeah, as he
Great.
does. Maybe I'll get to do that with him this weekend. Who knows?
I need all y'all just to give Nathan for you a 2-episode chance, please.
Where is it?
It's like 30 minutes.
Where do I watch it?
Hulu.
But I discontinued Hulu after Handmaid's Tale, you know?
Blackjack wants to know if you can get my impressions of Link's Awakening on Gamescast. You can get it right now. I fucking love it. That's it.
Next Gamescast.
Well, I'm sure you guys have talked about it ad nauseum on Gamescast.
You can watch my
already.
30-second review when you're done, just to see if you agree with
Fuck, I
it.
still haven't seen it.
Do you not like it?
I mean, I got stuff to say.
Damn,
Can
bro.
you bring it up? I want to watch it right now.
Can we
Oh,
watch it
man,
right
here
now?
we go. I love it.
Don't spoil it for me.
Andy tries to use us to promote his content so he can get big and leave, but we take his content and watch it here so he's small and stays forever.
18
You
people
need
watching the
us.
pre-show.
Suck this nipple. Suck this nipple for milk. Let me nurse you back to health, Andre.
Andre, you look so pale, Andre. Let mama milk me.
Oh, here we go.
Crank it up, Tim. Get that remote. Crank it up. Make it play. Make
Crank
it go
it up.
boom, boom, boom.
It's time for... Oh, I was thinking of boom.
Boom, boom, pow.
Ready? No. My supernova girl.
Oh, zoom, zoom,
That's
zoom.
what I was thinking
Ready?
about, yeah.
I am just go. Let's play this bad boy.
It's time for a new adventure. So say goodbye rule to Hyrule, and let's Let's take a sprint over to Coho Land. Actually, your boat crashes, and you don't have to sprint because your boat. There's no running involved. You wash ashore onto an island.
All right. Oh yeah.
A couple of the dungeons require you to understand some of the mechanics of chess. Get out of here. Chess is so overrated. It's not even in my top 50 games. Legend of Zelda keeps plagiarizing. You walk around the world, you see Goombas, you see Chain Chomps, you see Thwomps, you see Dubalamps, and Nintendo's gonna sue you. You better be careful, That little pink ghost had a better character arc in 10 minutes than Link has had in his entire 33 years of existence. I must have made some wrong choices in the game because I beat it and I didn't see Zelda once. 8.89 out of 10. Chess is a 3.1 out of 10.
Nice, nailed it.
Good
Chess
job.
sucks.
The
Brought the
double
chess
or
sucks.
whatever.
Chess is terrible.
Can you,
Oh,
can
will
you
my
say that
knight go to
Andy's-
pawn rook 17?
I don't worry about
What?
What?
Nothing. I was gonna bring up.
They
tweet
made
series
this
that
board for
Greg
checkers.
was in, but it's
Keep
not
it
fun.
checkers. Period.
Exactly. Checkers came first. Came last.
Exactly.
The thing with checkers is checkers is playing checkers. Checkers is playing chess. Chess is playing checkers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your best friends, Greg Miller, alongside producer/seducer Nick Scarpino.
Top of the morning. Dude.
I like this shirt.
Thanks, man. This is one of my favorite shirts now.
Yeah.
I like the way it fits. I like the way it hugs my arms and it goes a little high and tight.
They fit
does.
fantastic.
They
don't
do. I don't know what blank this is. as
The
they say
white
in
one
the
that I
industry,
wear.
but I really like it.
The white one that I love wearing.
This is Hispanic heartthrob Andy Cortez.
It fits me beautifully. It makes me look trim.
I'm bummed I gave
Oh,
that
wow.
away. Yeah.
I didn't realize this was like a textured Twitch hoodie.
Yeah.
What's that all about? It's like a
Yeah.
Superman symbol.
It's hard to see. It's very,
Yeah.
very, very subtle.
You want to get close to the camera?
I bought a. Maybe in the light. Maybe?
Ah, it's
Let
cool.
me
You
light-
can
I'll
see
light
it. We
in the
can see
iris.
it.
Hold on.
Oh, there it is. It's kind of hard. Oh yeah, let's do that.
Nick's going behind the cam.
Oh, it's like a Uncharted puzzle. Certain light.
Where did this come from?
I bought it on Amazon. I'm really unhappy with their Amazon choices, with the choices you have to purchase, because they have a purple one that is totally not the purple they're showing on the website.
Don't like that.
It came in the mail and
Well,
it
you
was
got
like
it.
it was way closer to red than like the bluish sort of Twitch purple, and now they have a new purple.
All new purple. They
So
invented
yeah,
new
it's
color.
closer to maroon, honestly. And I was like, "Fuck, this is the wrong color, dude." So I returned that shit. And then I bought another one. Hoodie didn't come in. A sweater came in with the set, sort of embossed
I
thing.
want to touch it again.
But it said the words Twitch. It said the word Twitch on it.
Yeah.
And was I too lazy to return it? Yeah, I was. Like,
Seems like you said you were happy with it, but you have two stories of them getting it really wrong. First the color and then
Well,
not as advertised, then the wrong shirt.
I
being
just got to.
delivered.
They just sent me the different wrong thing.
At this
yeah.
point, why don't you just send them money and say, send me whatever you want? You know what I mean? Over there! Forbes 30 under 30, a.k.a. the second best baby loose in San Francisco, a.k.a. the verified one at Tim Gettys.
That's the most. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You hanging in there? How's that Red Bull treating you?
Oh, it's good. Kev, I sent something to Assets. Can you
Oh,
bring it up
shit.
right now?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I had to clean out my mom's house yesterday.
Sure.
Of course, a lot of pictures
Cleaning out
were
my
involved
closet.
in that. And I was like, I want to just show one picture of the Kind of Funny podcast.
I'm
And this
sorry,
is the
Mama.
one I decided on.
I never meant to hurt you.
Didn't know which.
Speaking of which, you see Ninja on
oh my god.
Masked Singer?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
That was something.
He was singing well. This is
He did
great
his
though.
thing.
This is the
Please
cutest
bring this
picture I've
up.
ever seen in my
This
life.
is Easter time at the Gettys household. That is me and Cool Greg.
Look at these little fucks.
now here's
Look
my.
at Cool Greg. Does he look like him though?
Yes, it looks like him.
Innocent in
A,
the eyes.
and B, the fact that he's missing a sock
One
is
sock
the
is
coolest thing
missing.
I've ever seen in my life.
I just fucking love it though.
He's just like, yeah, that's how I like to do it.
I
And
feel
he's
like-
gone sockless from that.
I
point
feel
on.
like in a lot of my existence being your friend, Tim, you will always look at me and be like, "You little shit."
Yeah.
That photo is like that's a little shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's so true. Yeah, up to some nonsense.
Andy, did you think about going to TwitchCon?
It's so expensive. Like I did, but no. Like I understand that they make you pay, right? Even if you're a Twitch partner.
Sure.
But
Which
it's
you
like
are.
give me a little bit of a discount maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody pays $200 for the weekend. That's just kind of
From
ridiculous
Jeff
to me.
Bezos to Steve Jobs.
Everybody. I mean, I say everybody, but like, the bigger names definitely don't. Obviously, it makes
They
sense.
pay more. It's like a luxury tax.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Doc disrespect tickets cost $2,000.
They get taxed higher. Yeah.
TwitchCon seems like the biggest kind of missed opportunity for conventions in my experience and from what I've heard from others. We went in San Francisco that one
We went year one.
This past year did
Yeah,
not
it
seem
was-
like that.
It was year one. Yeah.
Year one, and it reminds me very much at the time of what we went to, it trying to replicate VidCon, what VidCon was.
Yeah.
Of here's a panel on how to be a better Twitch person, how to use Twitch better and a cool tool.
Like one of the most
now it
popping off
just seems
booths
like it's fucking parties.
was the
and-
Red Cross booth.
Well,
Like,
as it should
that,
be.
That's saying something.
Fred Durst
You know
was
what I
there that
mean?
year.
No, he wasn't.
At our first year?
Oh, well, not the Red Cross booth.
No.
Yeah,
Fred
okay.
Durst was
Yeah,
at
yeah.
TwitchCon.
No, but from my experience looking at people that I follow on Twitter that have went to this year's TwitchCon, it seems like all they're doing is talking about how they're not going to TwitchCon. It's just like, every single tweet's just like, I could have went to this party, but instead I decided to just go home and call it a night. It's like, all
I
right,
follow old people now.
but no, they're not. They're the cool young hip people.
What,
They're
there was a
just
Blink
supposed to
182
be-
concert. People went to it.
Did they?
Yeah. Gary Whitta went.
Did you hear that Mark Hobbs yelled "fuck Mixer"?
No, it's good.
That's great.
Know your audience.
Um,
Know your audience.
I disagree. It seemed like this year was like the kind of big success that they've always wanted, where it's they finally. I feel like this is their first year that they have all these giant names that they are able to kind of promote and make the faces of their website. Like you'd walk down the aisles and every big streamer would have like a huge banner hanging from the ceiling, kind of like
What was yours there?
it was in the Hall 3.
Yeah. Cool.
Hall 3H.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw it there.
Yeah, but everybody was up there and it just seemed like they're putting more of an effort into, I guess, this was kind of their coming out party, in my opinion. This is kind of them showing the public that doesn't really know about Twitch, especially with this new brand relaunch. This is them saying like, hey, here's what we are and here are the faces and here's what you can come to expect from Twitch. But aside from all the parties and stuff, like all the stuff you're talking about, there's still all those panels. Like Khalif was on a bunch of different panels. Gary Whitta was on a bunch of different panels where they are talking about
I want
like.
to go learn from Gary Whitta about Twitch. That's what I'm up for.
It was funny. I follow
Just
some
tells
girl.
everyone how to
It's like,
drive
oh,
it.
you write a Star Wars, then you get a show.
I
Then they
follow.
give you a Tesla.
I follow some girl who was there, and she was in the crowd. And I guess they were waiting for the cosplay contest, and there was like a picture of like the giant projector screen, and it was Witta talking to somebody, and she was like, "We're just here for the cosplay contest." Like she was like, "We're not trying to have this right now, bro." So I was like, "Oh,
fucking
poor
funny.
Witta."
That's good to hear, though. I hope that they figure it out and turn it into a thing. It just, from the outside, it seems like a lot of the people are just complaining over the issues that have always been issues with Twitch's kind of presence at conventions, where it's like everything's way too loud. Things that are designed around networking aren't actually designed around networking. They're like excuses to throw dope parties.
Sure.
Dope parties are great. Don't call them networking events then. Call
Sure.
them dope parties.
Yeah, the funnier thing that I saw happen over the weekend was that I'm a huge Overwatch League fan. The finals,
As you know, let's
The-
talk about it. Come on,
the
now.
SF shocked
Come
the
on,
world.
baby. That's
Shock
what I'm
the
talking
world,
about.
baby.
They 4-0'd the Vancouver Titans. It was like not even a fucking contest. It was
I could
unbelievable.
barely believe it when I looked at my DMs this morning and saw the shock telling me that they won something. I was like, great job,
They
guys.
told you
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah, they know that like I don't watch, but I'll totally be a whore for that.
What's amazing is you're just doing that just to piss Andy
I know.
off. That's it.
There it is. Look, this was it. Your squad just won grand finals. Yesterday, 3:19 p.m. Your squad just won grand finals. Today, 2:38. Congrats from me.
Yeah, I meant to like tweet at you or whatever, but it was like I was rooting for the Shock because I did not want the Vancouver Titans to win. One of the players is kind of cocky, he talks a lot of shit. But it was funny. I saw a tweet from some people that were like, "I'm here at TwitchCon, and there's nowhere to fucking watch the Overwatch League grand finals," which is weird because like Twitch owns exclusive rights to Overwatch League. Twitch paid $40 million for the rights to Overwatch League, and like at TwitchCon they weren't showing it anywhere.
Huh.
Apparently, it wasn't even very high. Like it had viewers. They got like 250 concurrents or something like that. 250,000 concurrents, but Twitch wasn't doing a very good job of like promoting that. Like, hey, the grand finals are here. Like, it really was all about TwitchCon that weekend, which you can understand.
Yeah.
They kind of had a bigger thing going on, but still, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, the grand finals are great, man. It was awesome. And you were in my heart, Greg, as the
always.
shock shocked the world.
As always. As
Yeah.
always.
And it was cool in a little so Sinatra, your boy Sinatra.
Of course.
In one of the
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
I'm not talking about Frank Sinatra. I'm talking about the player Sinatra.
Did play the saxophone?
Every time he's out there and he's like, I got mid. And he's like, you know it. He gets it. He knows, man.
What instrument is that?
Clearly the saxophone.
It's like an oboe or
That's clearly
something.
an alto saxophone.
Okay, all right.
But it was cool. In a
Learn music.
in one of like the hype videos, they were like, "What do you think is gonna happen in this match?" He was like, "We're gonna 4-0 him, easy clap. It's gonna be 4-0," and they fucking did it, and it was like insane. It was really really cool, and I felt so bad. I was like, "Man, this wasn't even a contest."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Can we get
you.
the shock mic turned up over there? Or as I believe it's now called the shotgun mic. Is that right? Cool, Greg. What Andy just said 4-0 clap. What does clap mean?
Clap?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
Like
more of a
beat?
gaming term. Easy clap just means that like
Clap that ass.
it was an easy game.
See, I know clap that ass.
It was an easy game.
So it's
Like,
gonna be easy.
like-
Is what clap means?
easy
I was staying
clap.
quiet on that one. I was like, I don't know if
It's
that's
like
real or not.
it's more of a thing you see in Twitch. It's kind of like how you know how like Fran gets on the Gamescast and he always says Twitch terms.
Yeah.
Like you know when back in the
So
day
it's not
where
like a clap back. Like
no, it's just like easy clap. Like it's I don't know. It's just
Like
like, a
they won
saying.
easily.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
It was
You
super
easily
easy.
achieved applause.
Super easy.
Yeah,
win.
it's an easy clap.
As
You know,
opposed
Frank gets
to
up there and he's like,
learning
monkey ass.
The alto saxophone. That's difficult.
I didn't
First
like
off-
that at all because first off, that was a bad Fran impression. Second off, it was like he was in a weird porno. Like, a very bad porn.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that I played the alto sax and got a silver medal in 5th grade. So just
Good
letting
for
you know.
you.
I dropped
for
it.
you.
I dropped it leaving the school. Got bumped when I was looking at it, and it fell in the mud and got dirty. I
Are
cried.
you?
Cried big
Can I
time.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you mad that you can't put that medal on your desk?
You're a son of a- If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. Usually four best friends gather on this table, each bringing whatever's happened in their lives to the table to talk to you with your questions from patreon.com/kindoffunny and everything else in the world.
Good job, Tim.
Thank you.
You got it.
Over, Tim.
Back on.
One for one.
Yeah.
Everybody start
I
the
love
count.
how many people in the comments were giving me shit, but I also love how many people were like, why are we all giving Tim shit when Nick also missed it? And also, Nick rarely ever does it.
Oh,
Nick's
man,
not
I'm
proud.
No,
Nick's
I'm
not proud of it.
But I don't hold it as a badge of honor that I
Yeah.
get it. But we both know right now, even as I'm talking, I'm thinking about something else.
This is like where warehouses like where there's an injury and there's like days without an injury. Like the
exactly.
counter has been
Exactly,
reset.
exactly.
Oh yeah, it's just sad. It's end of an
That's the thing. Like, it's like if you had like a drug addict, right? And he's like, in high school, you have a drug addict, right? And he's like, I'm gonna get clean, and then he like relapsed, right? That's like Nick. You expect it. You know that's a possibility. You're like the straight A student
Yeah,
suddenly
yeah,
being
yeah.
a heroin
Fucking it up.
addict. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that's
only once,
the thing.
man. Only once.
It sucks, and well, no. Once you do dope, you never go strope. You know?
Shit.
You know, so that's
Once you do dope, you gotta say no.
Never goes stroke. You never goes stroke waffle.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh man, a scoop waffle. You kidding
Fuck,
me?
they're good.
Now, is this what you're picking when they come down the United Aisle?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Are you doing
no,
the hot
okay.
coffee trick where you put on the hot cup of coffee?
No, I totally forgot about that.
Because
but
it says it on the package.
now
If you
that
read the
say
package.
that's what I do. Is I look at it and I go, okay, I'm gonna take the healthier out of this snack, and then by the time they get to me, I have already crumbled mentally.
Yeah.
And my willpower is gone, and I eat the
What?
shit.
What
out of
even's
this
a healthy
waffle.
snack? They got nuts.
They usually have like a nut option, but it's
Because
always
it's the
like
biscotti
honey.
cookies. It's the Stroop
Sometimes
waffle.
they have the mini pretzels.
Dude,
that
those
are-
Stroop waffles, though. I mean, it's the same thing as
I hate
the
that name.
That ginger. Me too.
The Dutch.
But ginger ale on a plane,
Respect
where
the
it's like
fucking
it's
culture.
elevated, literally. But like, it is the most elevated drink you could possibly drink in the skies. Is ginger ale. Stroop waffles, whatever the
Stroop.
fuck they're called. Nothing tastes better in the entire world than one of those waffles.
Is
Do
it
we
the
wanna
elevation?
44,000 feet in the air?
Do we
Yes.
want to rewind and have you explain airplane ginger ale?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
You said it's
4,000
the
miles?
best thing. I'll say I think a Coke out of a can is like the best airplane beverage. That tastes amazing. That's popping off. in
Coke.
there.
The Coke is just one of the best beverages. Period. Hard to stop anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to give the skies their own love because it's such a unique thing. Ginger ale is just the only. You can only drink ginger ale in the skies.
And like, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, one time when I was at the office, I had a ginger ale, and Tim did walk over to me and say, "This ain't no airplane." That is how seriously he takes ginger ale on an airplane.
You know, what'd be really cool. I just got a great idea.
Oh god.
What do you guys think about this idea?
I'm listening.
We hire someone to just bring a cart around, like the airplane.
Yeah.
First snacks,
That's
and
great.
then drinks
Oh, this is great.
every like 15.
I
20
love
I
minutes.
want it to be Cool Greg really bad.
That's amazing.
Because I feel that'll bring everyone involved more joy. Because not only do we get snacks out of it,
We
I
get to
feel
see
like
Cool
Cool
Greg.
Greg will
Okay.
pride himself
Yes.
on
yes.
this.
Because Cool Greg will be like, I know that these guys are idiots, but I take pride in everything I do, and I'm gonna fucking knock this out of the park. Do you think every single time he's gonna have a cold DC for me? Yes, he's going to. When I ask for ice, he's gonna have that ice ready for me. It's gonna be great.
Would
This
you
is
like
a
some
great
ice? Sir?
idea.
You want some ice?
Should I just leave the whole can?
We
And
have
then
this
you
is
can,
always, yeah.
you can come around to me, and I'll have like my eye mask on with like headphones on, and then like I'll kind of hear and I'll my thing, and they'll be like, "Do you want?"
But, like-
and I'll be like, "No, I'm fine."
I bet-
See, that's the thing I was going to talk about. You want to talk about being environmentally friendly and zero carbon footprint. Nothing feels better than when I'm playing my Switch and they're like, "Do you want something?" I'm like, fine, I brought my water. I got a bottle of water. Don't worry about it. You
you
can
kidding
save a
me?
tree.
No, I'm the opposite. I like to take a little nap, and if I fucking wake up and that treat's not waiting for me, I get so pissed.
What do you want? They're not just going to drop it on you.
Sometimes they do. They do this to the person. They go and then they put little peanuts with little.
If you have your
napkin
tray
behind it.
down, maybe.
If you have a tray down, yeah.
Yeah,
I always
well-
keep my tray down.
Well, you remember that story I had of like one time I got upgraded to first class and I was flying and I fell asleep. It was Alaska. We were still Alaska. And we were coming back and I fell asleep and the woman came and she squeezed my foot because I fell asleep cross-legged over there. She squeezed my foot. She's like, "Excuse me, honey, do you want the omelet?" I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing. Yes, I want the omelet,
Why
please."
can't-
I
Why
hate being
can't
woken up.
People
Yeah,
just
don't
do
wake
that
me
to
up.
me all
But
the
it's
time.
first class and she was really nice.
Okay.
And it was in a good omelet. And the little airplane they gave you a salt and pepper shaker.
was a small
but it was a little airplane. It was. It was.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm so surprised that little salt and pepper shaker didn't disappear and then reappear on my desk with a thing saying "I flew first class." You suck, Nick.
No, dude, let me tell you, I don't know if you've all heard. I know Tim has because
I'm
we
very
share in our
proud.
achievements.
Yeah.
I finally hit United Gold.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
And that
you do.
gives me Marriott Bonvoy Gold. And let me tell you, these people are just falling all over themselves to take care of me on this LA trip. What can we do in the hotel room? What can we do here? I'm like, let me tell you, I want a lot
Greg,
of bathtubs.
Give them something weird. Give them one weird thing, and then let's report back and see if they
Ask
do
them for one of when they do those really when they go viral and it's like I want a photo of Elijah
Sure,
Wood
sure.
photoshopped with Nicolas Cage and they're both riding a brontosaurus near an Outback Steakhouse
first
in the
off,
Serengeti.
if I worked at the Marriott and somebody did that, I'd be like, I'm gonna knock this out of the park.
If
I would
Nick
spend
Scarpino
days doing
saw
that
that,
Photoshop.
he would spend literal days.
Yeah.
No other work would get
It's
done.
exciting.
But it would be the dopest
It
Photoshop
would be
that ever existed.
so fucking fun.
It's exciting,
These
dude.
Bonvoy hotels, they take care of you. Don't worry.
What is the deal now? Is the SPG and the Marriott
Yeah,
Bonvoy?
Rest in peace. Just similar how they killed Alaska Airlines, they took over the W too.
Because I got an email saying, "Hey, these two things
gotta
have
combine your
merged
points, yeah.
now." I don't.
But now
I-
it's like every hotel, which is great. Like you throw a rock now, you hit a Bonvoy hotel. It's
that's
great.
great. Yeah, yeah. So, but you can link it to your United points as well.
Yeah.
That's what
What's
we
it
had in
called?
Toronto,
Bon Voy.
right?
Is it
I
like
hate
Bon
that.
Voyage?
Bon Voyage.
I think it was another.
Where's the
hotel
age?
chain, right? That they merged.
I've never heard
Time of
Bon
dinosaurs.
Voy.
When dinosaurs roamed the earth.
I'm happy to report that I have hit silver status. on
Wow.
it.
I remember those
And
days.
my wife was like, "Oh, that's great. What does it get us?" And I say, "Well, you know how we're boarding group 4 all the time. Now we're boarding group 3. And every one of those suckers in boarding group
I think
4
you're
can
2.
suck it. Yeah, I know. I think we can do it. I was
I'm
just
1
like,
now, no big deal.
We don't get
Pretty
much.
awesome. Yeah, they carry
How
me on
far are
the
you
plane.
away from 1?
I'm pretty. I'll never hit it.
We still got Toronto coming up, which you're not. You're
I'm
going
not going to that.
But we
I'm
got
going
London coming up.
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to be 10K away from gold. Fucking Mr. Diamond over here is going to get.
That's the thing is I'm spitting distance. It turns out with projected flights, I checked this quite a bit.
You're gonna
if
get
you
your
didn't know.
platinum.
No, I'm not gonna
it's
get platinum, but I
it's
might
like,
get 75K.
What's 75K? Does that get
It's
you?
the next thing above gold.
Fuck. Oh, the 75. Like there's a term for it though, right?
75K.
Oh, it's 75K club. They got a fucking.
See, as you
rating
know,
on
you can right here. You can click on
That's
your
dumb.
premier status tracker. United, if you're watching, please give me a bunch of points.
that. United, if you're watching,
You
give half
guys
his
are
points
all
to me.
telling really, really great, heartwarming, positive airline stories. Oh my god, dude! I booked my flights for Christmas and for Thanksgiving, and I was like, man, I got 66,000 miles.
Oh, now you're fucked.
I'm rolling deep, bro. Like 66K.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That'll pay for one flight, right? Nah, man. Like, I ended up paying the departing flight to McAllen, Texas, for Thanksgiving and for Christmas with miles. Not bad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The one way's on the way back.
No way. You're gonna
A
tell me.
one-way flight on the way back. Holy fuck. I bought the Christmas one first. And it was like $380 for the one way. It's like, that's not great, right? But Thanksgiving should be better because it's not Christmas. Oh my God, the Thanksgiving was $480.
Wow.
A one-way flight, guys.
Bigger travel.
And and my mom was like, "Well, check Southwest or someone," and they were like $440,
I
and I
think
was
that-
like, "Well, I might as well gain miles and use my
Yeah.
United card or whatever."
Yeah,
I
Gotcha,
think that
man.
week. I think the Thanksgiving week is the busiest travel week in the whole
Globally.
year for
It's
America.
crazy.
You want me to call
crazy.
Janet?
Yes.
Because
That's
I'm
why
a
we're-
personal person now. No, I'm kidding.
That's why we're
75K
doing-
is Premier Platinum. Right
That's
now,
awesome.
with my future predictor thing here,
Yeah.
I'm 10K away. So
So
that's for the rest of the year right now.
Yeah,
I'll be
know.
10K away from 75.
As I looked
So I
at
need
my
some
flights
big-ass
and I was
trips
like,
to come up.
fuck, I know we need one more international trip to come up, like right around December. But is it from
If
the
I
time
could have like a
you get
long
it,
lost
or is it
aunt
just
in
the
the
calendar
UK
year?
that dies,
Calendar,
that'd be great.
Stupid ass year.
So I only have 3 months of being silver.
Oh no!
No, that'll
if
carry
it's
till
in the
next
second
year.
half of the year. You get it for the rest of the year and then the whole year.
Oh, great. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but the points that you're getting that accrue to this number only count until
That's great. That's
the end
perfect.
of L year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get the show early. Patreon.com/kind
Alright.
of funny. You can watch live as we record it and have fun with us and talk about airline miles. If you do that, you get it live. Like I said, it's ad free. You get a pre and post show. It's pretty great. We have a whole bunch of fun times here, right, Kevin? Thank you, Kevin. If you have no bucks to toss our way, though, no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kind of funny, roosterteeth.com. Podcast services around the globe each and every Friday. Get it for free. It has ads. It doesn't have a pre and post show, but it's still a pretty good show. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now, speaking of, I know earlier you said, do you have a topic? And let me tell you, do I, ladies and gentlemen. So I got
Topic me
these
up.
two Ghostbuster pens here, all right?
Okay.
Number one is a Slimer.
They're
If
both
you-
Funkos.
They are Funko Pop pens, yeah. One is a Slimer. He's holding the sides of his mouth. This is worth pointing out because they also had a Slimer with a bunch of hot dogs in his mouth, and I said no, and then made them search for this one to find that one. And when I say them, they just help me search. The other one is this Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Where is this?
Funko Pop.
Where did you get that?
I'll get there in a second, please.
Okay.
As you can see, this is a straight up clean Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They also had a toasted one that had already been zapped a bit with the proton packs. These are from, of course, Spirit Halloween store that I went to yesterday.
Oh, I love Spirit
Now-
Halloween stores.
I won't even say if it's a heartwarming discovery that was awesome, bank error in my favor, or a mistake. I'll let you decide. But what I did, of course, is that we went there because Jen wanted to look at costumes and get some stuff for the house. What that turned out to be is that I found they had the Ghostbuster walkie-talkie, and so I bought that. And then I saw these two pens on the way out, right? So I scooped them up and put them down on the thing. Then they rang me up, and the bill happened. And do you think I was happy or sad to find out how much these pens cost?
Probably very sad.
All
What
right,
were they,
all right.
$5 a piece?
Let's take a. We're doing a game now.
Okay.
Price is Right rules. Over under. If you are a audio listener, I'm holding up Funko Pop Ghostbuster pens. They are branded Ghostbusters. They say the word Ghostbusters. Then they have the No Ghost logo on top of that with all the things, and then a 3-dimensional. What I thought would be like pen topper. When I discovered the price, no, it's just on these really shitty pens. Really shitty pens.
I'm gonna guess $7.99 each.
Okay.
I'm gonna go low.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's go.
$3.99.
$1.99 each.
$1.99. Wow, I
Yeah.
buy 100 of them, and then you said what?
I said 5. I said $4.99.
All right, cool. Nick is the winner. These were $5.99
Wow.
each.
Wow.
That was a shock to the
See,
system.
I thought you were gonna say you were sad because you realized they were cheap and you wish you could go back and buy more.
Well, no, it was that thing was I got because once I discovered the price of them, I'm like, oh, geez, that's a fucking expensive pen. You know what I mean? And it's that thing too where like you know how it is where they're like, and this now the total's this, and I'm like, and then like I'm in too deep now. I don't want to be that guy. You never want to be that guy, right? Where you're like, wait a second, how much are the pens? What is this thing? You know what I mean? So I fucking paid, and then I got outside and I looked at the price on the side. I'm like, yeah, fuck, I got taken.
Now, if
taken for a
there's
ride.
one thing that I remember correctly about you is that you're really into pens.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
the point where if you find a good pen, you will either steal it or ask the
Remember, if
person
your
who owns it to
parents
take it.
own a pen making company, I want to get the Click Bic pen, the Bic Click pen that
So
you
if they
know
own Bic.
that looks like a
If they
silver.
own
It
the
looks
Bic
like a
pen company.
Well, no. Now here's the other thing. This is based on a tweet from a few days ago before Games Daily.
can buy them
I
outside.
want to get a Kind of Funny blue shell, all one color, and then get the Kind of Funny logo on the side of it and get it that way. Now I tweeted that out. A few people responded saying my parents own one in Wisconsin, this, that, the other. I haven't hit anybody up yet. But then a company claiming to be Bic, not verified, tweeted me asking questions. And it looked like they might be like some kind of international Bic trying to tell me the Bic Click is gone. I don't want to believe it. I haven't investigated. On the way out, I remember that we have a Funko friend. And I was like, what if I hit him up and he just sent me a box of these pens and then I used to use Slimer and Stay Puft pens the rest of my life. A lot of different pieces.
You pulling out the call for this just immediately takes me back to when we recorded an episode of Party Mode.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, do you think Kevin? Oh, it was Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and you said, do you think Kevin Feige will watch this episode.
Yeah.
And we're like, you never know. Like maybe his son like just happens to be on YouTube and like clicks on this episode of a Marvel
Right.
thing, and that
Stranger
and then
things
you put
happen.
on the call and you said, if your parents are famous, please let us know. Because there's got to be a chance that your parents are somebody, you know?
Yeah.
And now I think this is even more manageable. Do your parents own a custom print to design office supply things, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember, of course, may he rest in peace.
Who?
Christopher Reeve.
Oh my God! Sorry, my mind. I was gonna say Christopher Lloyd.
Oh wow,
And
that would
you saying Christopher, and I was like, whoa.
Now this is gonna sound like a joke, of course.
Christopher Lloyd didn't die.
My mother, still alive. I wasn't but future proofing. God rest her soul. She was an administrative assistant, right? She like ran the front office for a paper company. A lot of office vibes there. But what I would occasionally get to do is bum along with her to like the office supply fairs, kind of like their E3s, where we'd walk and they'd have unlimited egg rolls.
Who's there? Phil Spencer.
I remember this just going there and fucking egg rolls as far as the eye
That
could
was
see.
like the Fortnite booth.
And it was awesome.
Like, what, should we get the egg rolls this year? If we don't get the egg rolls, you know what's gonna come to this. The free egg
But I
rolls.
remember I
Red
had the
Cross
bag and
booth,
I'd go to every booth and I'd get all the samples, right? And they would have the pens and they'd have, Andy, you remember these. You remember the triangle, like Ninja Star highlighters?
Oh
And,
yeah,
like, every
three-sided.
corner. Yeah, they had those and like your company's logo here and all that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I remember I thought this is the big time, the egg roll factory place one. And it wasn't. Eventually my mom was like, hey, I got to go to this bigger convention, right? Christopher Reeve speaking there. Do you want to come? There's going to be a lot of paper supplies too. I was like, yes, I do. And I got to go see Christopher Reeve speak.
Awesome.
And I got to get a bunch of new paper
some egg
supplies.
rolls.
No, this fancier. Probably had sliders. I don't recall. You know what I mean? Anyways, what I'm saying is, I know that this is similar, Andy, to like how we talk about Rooster Teeth, right? Where you meet somebody and you say, oh yeah, we were gonna do some stuff with Rooster Teeth. Like I don't know who the fuck Rooster Teeth is, and it's like you move a rock and you realize how big Rooster Teeth is. Millions of people. That is the pen industry, where you think these things just show up in a Walmart, a Kmart, a Venture, right? But in reality,
big pen.
people are walking around here like, man, I got a golf club store. I want a fucking logo on a pen.
Sure.
There's 4,000 people there ready to do it. But will they have the right cyan blue? That's the question.
That's always the question. Now, Greg, you're a big fan of pens.
Love pens.
Probably the biggest fan of pens that I know.
That's correct. Yeah, I get
brought
in
a
trouble
piece-
with my wife for
Cool,
stealing pens from
Brought a
restaurants.
piece of paper.
Yeah,
I want you to take it. Have you reviewed your pen yet?
I have
Your
not.
Ghostbusters pen.
No, I wrote my card to my mom, and it seemed like it did pretty well.
And
Now,
this is
I'd
good.
like you to do that, but then I also have 2 other pens
Sure.
that I want you to use, and I
Sure.
want to get some of your thoughts.
I'll tell you
on
right
these.
now, already, I do love that Fairmont pen.
So here's the thing: Fairmont pen.
Good pen.
Totally took it from the Fairmont
Of course you did.
in Austin,
Now here,
Texas,
That checks out.
because I love how it feels.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great pen.
You know what I like about
I've
those
used
pens?
that pen many times.
Is
Nice
that you
weight,
can hold it
right?
and you can twist it with
Yeah.
your hand and twist
Yeah.
it back.
It's
You can
nice.
twist it.
It's nice.
Makes you feel like you're doing a business deal in a
Here's
high-end
my
hotel.
question before we move any further, because I'm so happy we're talking about pens.
Uh-huh.
This is great.
I love pens. Greg.
Fairmont pens
Mm-hmm.
fall into the same category for me as W pens. You ever
Okay.
seen these guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Black. They're like they're a square.
Can I
They're like
see
a
the Paramount?
cube, but they have the little pink nub at the end that you can use for your phone or your any kind of phone. I love those pens. One of my favorite kind of pens, right?
Just really excited to use the
Fairmont and W pens, hotel pens, right? You are meant to take. You are meant to take those home. When you're in a restaurant and it's a lovely bit click pen, right? And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, it looks like a bullet, right? Where it's all one color, it's plastic shell, all one color. I don't like it with the silver rim. I like when it's just all one color, right? Preferably doesn't even have the clip on it, but if it has a clip, no big deal. And then the clicker at the top, tick, tick, tick. If you have one of these pens and it has the restaurant name on it, do you think you are able to take that pen?
I don't think you're just able to take it.
Do you think I have to ask?
I think you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you take it because why? Like,
It's
why would
advertisement.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
But also-
the plates also have their names on them. Sometimes.
No, they don't. Not the nice restaurants, all right?
I think
I think if they were pens without logos, absolutely not.
No. If it's just normal, if they dropped even a Ghostbusters pen there, I wouldn't be like, oh well, fucking, I'm taking this.
No,
No,
wait,
it's
wait,
not. I'm
wait.
not advertising the Ghostbuster restaurant.
Let's take a step back. How is this pen coming to you? Is
The
this
bill.
okay? So they put the check booklet, the bill booklet on the table with a pen in it, and you're expected to open that up, sign with the pen they gave you, and then you're gonna just take the pen. No. Okay.
See, when he explains it like that, you
Why?
realize how you're not
It's
supposed
got-
to.
Because
You can
I'll put it
ask.
2 reasons. One, because that server, having been a food server for a very long
Okay,
time.
this is fair.
All throughout college and then a little bit after college.
That's true.
One of the
Don't
biggest
switch fucking sides.
banes of your existence is when you lose or someone steals your pens because you don't walk in. They don't, more often than not. Now, in this situation, maybe they were providing the pens for you. If there's a box of those pens back there, it's not going to piss me off. What I would do is I like the specific type of pen, so I'd go buy a box of them. And then, people would steal the fucking pen. And then you'd get to the end of the night and go, shit, I only got one pen left. If someone steals my pen, I got to go ask
gotta go
another
find a new
server
job.
for their pen. And then they don't want to deal with that situation either.
But here's the thing: is again, like they're stealing your pens. You're buying some weird Bic pen, right? Not even a click, I bet. Just like the little, crystal ones. That's just.
I can't remember which one.
I'm just saying, you're buying a normal pen.
It was
Yes.
a G2.
If
a
I'm
Pilot
at
G2.
a Nopalito, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm at a KFC and they hand me a pen and it's got the name and logo on there, clearly they went out of their way to make this promotional material.
Yeah.
Promotional material. Again, the restaurant, the plates outside of the KFC, they don't say it. You
I
know
just
what I mean?
figure- I
No
just-
And that's not always.
But
I
also,
just
what if
think
like
if-
what if a KFC employee dropped his KFC shirt and it has like the logo on it? Like,
That's completely different, you know.
is
It's
it?
not.
Okay.
It's not completely different. You can ask. I think you're totally in the realm to ask, and I think that they'll give it to you because they did design these things
Yeah.
in its promotion. But it's like it's not just a free pen.
If they wanted it to be free, when you walked past
The
the hostess stand, it would be a bucket of them. Take one, whatever, with
Next
the
to the
mints.
mints.
Right? You don't have to ask to take a mint. Pro maneuver, you walk right in, impose your dominance on them. You eat a mint immediately before you're even
Let 'em know.
zapped.
Sure, clean the palate.
Exactly.
Or maybe what we're not thinking about is maybe this is them just sort of like marking their bills, and they have assassins out in the real world looking and tracking down these pens.
Yeah. If they see you with it,
You're
a
dead.
mark.
Like you're
fucking
you're a
dead.
thief.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's less likely of a scenario.
See,
You think?
and now here's what I'm going to
2%
say.
likely.
Here's what I'm going to say. You guys aren't wrong. If you remember, you lived this once with me.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Holiday party 2 years ago
It
or
made
whatever,
me
where I was ready to
extremely
steal the pen,
uncomfortable.
and Jen made me ask, and the lady's like, normally we'd say, yeah, but the place that made it was in Puerto Rico, and they're underwater or whatever. I was
they're
like,
not
well, that's a bunch of
anymore.
bullshit. Thanks for making me ask, Jen. This is a great pen that I can't take. And they're like, no, you can take it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to take it now. Got a sob story for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But like that Monsieur Benjamin pen I took, come on now.
I used to be really, really big into pens as well, Greg, because I was like, it was at the time where I was like in middle school, high school, and I was always stoked to buy a new sketchbook,
Oh, yeah.
and I would always buy like, oh my god, I felt like the richest kid in the world when I had a Uniball pen.
Fuck yeah.
They were so like premium feeling, and they looked so realistic compared to just like the pack of 20 fucking like whatever pens or whatever.
Yeah.
These felt like premium products, and they looked good on paper. No, you know what? I take that back. They didn't look good on paper. That was my problem with Uniball pens. They got really, really inky. They got really inky when they were pushed down a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, no, but like that, you get the inky spots.
I know
Oh,
you're talking
my
about where
God.
they
Like,
puddles
it
too
hangs
much too
long.
easily.
It was
Yeah.
inconsistent, yeah. Where like
These are the ones with the caps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
that's
even
a
where
good
the
pen.
shitty pens, like the really, really cheap pens, they were really good for sketching because it was the shading was really, really
Line for a
good.
line.
You could do a lot of like cross hatching and cool like shading patterns or whatever. But the Uniball ones, they looked way cooler. They're
Sure.
better to write with, but they weren't cool to draw with.
All right, so I wrote with the Ghostbusters pen.
Before you do that, I have a question
Too late,
in
it's
the
been
vein
written.
of what you're talking about here. Mechanical pencils, lead pencils.
Love them.
Were those invented in the mid '90s or no?
They
where you
certainly
where you hit the
exploded.
button and a little bit comes down.
Little, yeah.
I remember them
can't
being around in the
imagine it.
'80s because my
Okay.
dad used to have them. Like he would have.
I still have a
little-
lot at home.
A bunch in his briefcase that he would open up, but they weren't as advanced as the one that we used when we were in school.
Because I'll never forget, it was in 3rd grade, and this kid Nathaniel came in.
Nathaniel.
And we'd all been using these number 2 pencils our entire damn lives.
Anyway.
And this kid comes and just starts fucking clicking, and he had the little click where it's like the clicker was here.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And literally, he was the coolest kid. All of us were just like, what the fuck is that? Is
Yeah.
he rich?
Yeah,
he
you
must
gotta
be
have
rich.
Kevin just brought it up on Wikipedia. The mechanical pencil. Let's see if we can find history.
Which sank in
The
1791.
The earliest example? Oh, the earliest existent. I'm a moron. Example of the mechanical pencil was found aboard the wreckage of the HMS Pandora, which sank in 1791.
Wow.
A
Interesting.
long time
Well, there
ago.
you go. I always thought it was like a new thing in the 90s.
Well, they have like
Well, I think that's when
One
it
of
like
the-
commercially broke.
one of the things I always thought was really cool was there was a moment where I'm like, oh, I want to learn how to draw, and then I realized, oh, you can't just learn how to draw. You got to put a lot of time and effort into that. So I stopped. One of the things that's cool is like when the guys that take the lead, the mechanical pencils for drawing, and it's the thick lead, and they sharpen it themselves with a razor blade. It's like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I wanted one of those so badly, and my
That's
wife
too
was
much.
like,
I like those
"You're
big
not
carpenter
gonna do
pencils
any of
too.
that. Just
Carpenter
buy
pencils?
those."
Flat ones?
Yeah, and
The
you
ones
gotta
you-
shave
yeah,
those
you
with a
shave
knife
those
too.
are
You're
always
like,
awesome.
man,
That was always
damn,
really
man.
cool when I was tasked to like All right, you gotta go buy a bunch of art supplies at whatever store or whatever. Getting all the different style pencils where it's like the 5 and the 2 and the 7, and they were like just thicker, and some of them would lay down lead a lot darker.
Do you know how to draw like this? Do you do that like?
Yeah, we did that a lot in
That's so
college.
cool.
Yeah.
No, like instead of drawing like this on a page, they draw like artists will draw like this, and
it was for like
portraits. With
like in front of an easel?
You'll
Yeah.
Gotcha,
You'll do this with actual pencil graphite, like and coal.
and you would use like
Or
the
charcoal.
flat edge
Actually,
to like
that might
do
be what I'm
shading.
thinking is the charcoal pencil, which
Yeah.
is like the thicker one.
I had a lot of like
It's really cool to see.
I remember, all the fucking like nude models we had in art school.
Hell yeah.
It was really like awkward.
Did y'all fuck with gel
Was
pens?
it awkward?
Hold on, I want to hear more about the new people. Yeah, what about how? Yeah.
You weren't supposed
Were
to.
they like
have
other
a boner.
students? Were they people
No,
you knew? Was
I
it like
just
a
re-
clerk
I
from the
think I've
grocery
s-
store?
I think I've
Was
said
it
this
your dad?
before, but one guy looked like Gollum. Like he was just like, he was like the best person to draw because he was super skinny, and you could see all of like the musculature.
Do you look
And
like Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker? Like you see all his
kind of like that,
backbones and
yeah,
stuff?
kind of like that.
One of my friends did it. I'm not going to say his name,
James
but
Burke.
you guys can do the math on it.
It's James.
And
Burke.
it was one of the best stories I've ever heard when he told me the whole experience. But yeah, it's just weird knowing people that just sit
Oh wait,
naked in front
one
of
of your
did?
friends went and did
One
it?
of my friends was the person.
the model.
Yeah.
Do
One
they-
of Gia's friends, like, for a long time did it. A girl who definitely should have been doing it more than my friend because he could not handle it correctly.
Was he laughing and farting and
I
stuff?
mean, it wasn't that. He just like, he was
Getting
like,
hard,
this is going to be
getting soft,
hilarious,
getting
man.
hard, getting
And then he
soft.
does it. And he was just like, man, it was really awkward.
and I
like,
got a boner,
I
kind
shouldn't have
of.
done that.
It's really cold in those rooms. Let's say
do they
that.
let you pick the pose, or do they tell you what?
There's a
pose?
bunch of weird assigned poses that are supposed to get like different shading.
It's too bad because if I would be like, what pose would you pick?
just bending over straight?
You know that's what he would pick. Yeah.
Just spreading,
What's up, guys?
looking over your shoulder, like hello.
One of while Paula was an intern at DreamWorks, one of her duties was to like they had a class, and there's some service they use where they had different people coming every week, and one of her duties was to like take that person in the room and be like, all right, cool, this
Get
is the
naked.
room, and then afterwards come back and be like, hey, all right, we have to walk you out, because like they're always interesting people, and a bunch of times before they had someone doing it, they'd have the
Get up and-
models like leave the room and then go to like the lunch area and then steal a bunch of food.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're
They get up in the air ducts, be in there for weeks.
Like, what is that?
Scatter
We got another nude model up in the air ducts. We got to get out.
Damn it, that one from Thursday just is still up there.
Okay.
a lot
Get
of
the
them
fuck
seem
outta
like
there.
Security with a broom.
vagrants. a lot of them seem like vagrants that just kind of like.
It's not a very well. I mean, I don't know. I think that at that time they were making something like $70 an hour and 2 hours a gig.
70 an hour?
Yeah.
I would do it for 70 an
Yeah,
hour.
but like.
I'll pay you $70.
You're not
Is
doing
that a
it.
paycheck?
You're not doing it
for
10
8
hours a
hours.
day.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the
Let me
2
pitch
hours.
this to you. Let me pitch this to you. Right? Extra Life.
Yeah.
I'll pay you $7 an hour.
You sketch me, dude.
You stand naked over there, and we all sketch you here and show everybody what we came up with.
Please no.
That sounds awesome.
I think there's
really
something there.
doesn't.
There's something there. That's a KFAF bit, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
the thing is this.
Absolutely not.
The
There's
thing is
no
this.
reason.
Aside from the fact that our extra live streams have turned into a revolving door of all of our friends coming into the office and
Yeah.
having to see that, I think it'd be hilarious to see. Tim can't draw. You don't
No.
draw very well, but
Okay,
Andy
first
could
off,
artist
honestly-
render me nearly perfectly. So I'd be like willing to. I'd be cool with it, but you have to enhance. You have to enhance.
Huh, I don't know.
Gotta love it though.
I was gonna say, back to the pens thing really quick. We were talking about these really these cool sort of innovations. Yeah, pen tech. When they came out with erasable pens,
Oh my
Get
god.
out
I was so excited, and it was the worst thing in the
Yeah.
world.
terrible.
Holy shit! These
But then
things.
again-
It was just a blue
What a
smear.
great idea.
It was just a blue
Ruined.
smudge.
Horrible execution.
Terrible
The
idea.
science wasn't there.
No.
Yeah. Maybe it
Oh,
is
no, wait.
now.
You know what?
Now we're just scared to try.
Wait, was it
Well,
even?
now we use computers.
You're right.
Was it even an erasable pen? What wasn't
It
it,
was-
just like a block eraser that was like, hey, I can erase pens too. I'm half and half.
They
I've only had
definitely.
erasable
Those exist.
I remember there being a time it was a blue pen with I believe a black eraser tip on the thing.
I remember this.
And it was like erasable pens. They're here, and it was like no, they're
Such
not.
bullshit.
Fucking
It did
liars.
not
Fucking
work at all.
Hated writing with pens in college. I fucking hated it. It
Doodling,
was always.
doodling.
We used to every college essay test. Like, you got to write with a black or blue pen. I'm like, no one can read my handwriting. It's terrible. I'm like, why do we not have computers yet? Why don't we have them?
Why don't we have computers
There's nothing I
yet?
can think of worse than just like having an essay to write.
to
by
physically
hand.
write it. Yeah.
And I was so good at it as a kid. Like I was like, I loved writing and reading out. And then as I just got older, I just, oh my God, how was I into this? I was so good at like creative writing. I was always winning contests. I talked about that one time where I just plagiarized the fucking Mega Man X story.
Great.
Use it as my own.
They never caught on.
Never caught on. But other times, during the other summers, like in the following years, I was winning like $30 as like first prize and all that shit. I was so into it. And my parents were so proud of me.
It's like a
Did they ever figure it
back
out?
room fucking gambling ring on essays.
It's just you and a young Mike Drucker back there. And he's like, all right, man, it's going to be 50 this time. He hands you.
Well, I was just like, there was nothing to plagiarize. I guess I was just like taking the characters and like kind of making my own
Yeah.
thing with it.
I
I
was
wasn't.
some fan fiction, some slash.
Yeah, it was kind
There
of
you
like
go.
that. Yeah,
Then Mega Man opened his induction port.
sure.
Jesus.
I didn't know I had that.
But did you guys? Are you too old for gel pens?
Gel
I'm trying to-
pens.
Where
Gel-
they the jelly
The
grip.
glittery?
It was
the glittery
the-
one.
Yeah, it was like so. This
Kevin,
is
can
like
you
this is
Google
like
gel pens?
Beanie Babies
If you know what he's
era
talking about.
pens,
Beanie
where like they
Babies.
marketed this so correct. It was Beanie Babies, Tamagotchis, and gel pens.
And Frank? No.
And-
No, Lisa Frank.
yeah,
We definitely learned about
Anne
Anne Frank.
Frank.
There we go.
yeah. These guys, these
If
gel
Anne Frank
pens.
was writing her diary today, you know she'd use gel pens.
This is like the coolest thing. There was like a specific like the brand that you would go
These are hot.
to
These
like
are
hobby
hot.
shops
These aren't it though, right?
and
They look cheap.
and get them and like they would drive and they would have like glitter in them like and they looked dope as fuck and they were like shiny. And Omega yo-yos, all of those things were cool.
Oh
at the
my
same
God!
time.
There was a
Pilot
kid.
pen, Kevin,
There was a
that's
kid
right
who
there,
was slinging yo-yos illegally in elementary school.
Legally,
Like-
he's selling them.
He was like just selling yo-yos. He was like the yo-yo seller.
X-Brain.
And everybody would go to him and like give him like $10
you got the
or
hot
$15,
yo-yo, you got the
and
hot
eventually the principal had to like shut it down and be like, "You can't
There
be
we
like,
go,
you
dude.
can't be, dude." They were so dope.
Fucking
I was
Fireball.
a yo-yo fucking master, dude. Oh my God, I got
kids
so much
still like
pussy.
yo-yos?
No, I'm kidding.
Because I feel like that's like yo-yos. Eventually,
Nah.
you graduate, and you're like, wait, this sucks.
Well,
Nah.
but that's the thing. They made them cool in the '90s with the Omega stuff.
The
Why is that?
mechanical
What,
ones.
it came
They-
back no matter what. Is
Each
that
one of
what
them,
it
each one of them had a different like
Brain.
specific thing that would go on. So like,
Dude,
I
the
think
Fireball
it was
was
the
so
X-Brain was the one that would automatically come back. Fireball was built on speed, so it would spin faster. So like, if you wanted to flip it around and do all the tricks,
These were our Quidditch broomsticks.
yeah,
Yeah. I
You
feel
know,
that.
like
Thank
it
you
was
for bringing it back down to something I can understand.
It was so dope, dude.
Didn't the fireball also light up?
yeah,
was. That makes sense.
yeah.
But I remember
Good
one of
time.
them. I feel like the black Fireball one, the all black one. I feel like that's the one that. Like, it's gonna be a weird sort of analogy. It's just tag along with me, guys. All right, hold my
We're on.
hands and. But I feel like it's the one that you used if you were super super good at yo-yo, but it wasn't very forgiving.
Yeah.
No
Right?
room for
Like a
air.
real yo-yo.
No room for air.
Huh?
Like a real yo-yo.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I
had
mean,
a
it was still
yo-yo
really
ball,
really good.
if you remember, which was just a ball attached to a string, and you go, and it came back no matter what. You're like, I'm fucking yo-yoing.
Jesus.
Like, Andy, you
Fucking
know that
radio.
a real yo-yo doesn't come back on its own, right?
No, but it's harder than that. Like it would be like even more unforgiving, where it's like you
Yeah.
need to perfectly hit it, and then there was
Like
a
it's
whole-
like in the movies where like somebody's gonna write. Oh, you know when Dom is like trying to get Brian to write his black card, and he's like, "You sure you can handle it?" Like it's one of those moments,
I
you know.
understand.
I don't even know if that happened.
I was
in
gonna
the
say, I don't
movies.
think Dom. Ever had. No, it never happened.
you just made up a scene to compare the
It
yo-yos.
was my
to.
fan fiction.
Really
You know
cool
the
scene.
most bullshit pens that I might get a lot of shit for this, but I'm gonna be real. This is one of those examples of jack of all trades,
Sure.
master of none.
The one with all the different colors.
Yeah.
They wrote so badly.
So
they
like,
had a bad
worst
tactile
pens ever.
feel.
They were
Great
always
idea, great in
huge,
concept.
too.
Which ones?
Huge, unwieldy,
section?
breaks too easy, and don't write well.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about earlier where Nick is like, "Let me see that Fairmont pen," because it's as if we had a bag of hot Cheetos here, and he was like, "Yo, let me get some
Well,
of that."
you know why? Because you guys know I love staying in hotels, and I love the hotel pen. I love the hotel
Me
pen.
too.
And every hotel pen is this style of pen. It's
Yeah.
the twist.
Wait.
You twist the top of it.
Sleek,
Quick
sexy.
question. You know, like hotels usually have like a notepad and a pen. Like,
Yeah.
like they want you to take that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just
I don't know if they want you to take it, but I feel like if you take it, it's like okay, yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like
Can you take the notepad too?
I feel like you
That's good
can.
too?
But
What
I
about-
also feel like because I've gone into hotels
What about the
and
tab?
I've seen a half a notepad that they want to use the whole notepad. Like they're not replenishing. The thing I always think about is like, if I didn't
Wasteful.
use that shampoo, are they replenishing that? or are they just gonna keep that bottle there?
That's why I think
they
it's
throw it
the Marriott brand hotels is now eliminating all the little ones.
you should. I think it's
They're
kind of
going to put all the machines in there. Yeah, that's a great thing until someone jerks off in your shampoo.
until
So,
we're not supposed to do that. I thought that's how they replenish it.
oh my
Greg.
god. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on those 2 pens so far? You did the Ghostbusters
I'll
pen?
tell you what.
Let me
You
try.
know what? The Ghostbusters pen, simple.
Mhm.
Very simple. Just the cylinder, right? Just the shaft with then a counterweight.
good
at the
action.
end, right? Yeah. I don't hate it. Yeah.
The action's better than the Marriott one, I'd argue.
Ah.
I'll say this though. This is the one thing I don't like is that.
Oh yeah.
So the Fairmont pen, I'll agree, not as good as action, but it's gonna stay. It's gonna keep longer
Sure.
because it has.
Well,
a
that's why
built-in
these are
thing.
great just to go in my Funko Pop cup
Yeah,
and then come on Games Daily and then go back in the cup.
but there's
I'm pretty upset I forgot about it today.
There is a
Didn't forget about Cool Greg Suckers, though.
There's a 50% chance every single time you pull this out that you're losing this cap.
Yeah,
Once
the
that
cap's gonna
happens,
get loose for
It's
sure.
only a ticking. It's just a matter of time
Dries
until this
out.
thing dries
It's all
out.
over.
And that's what I don't like about this design. Also, this thing has some stickum on it that's just not coming off.
Yeah, no, I know,
and it's
I know,
gross.
I know. It's because that's where the $6.99 price tag was, or
Disgusting.
$5.99 price tag.
Don't pull
Weird
it
that
up
You didn't
yet.
see that beforehand.
What?
What's
the
up?
sticker?
Oh, I thought you were surprised at the register when they rang it up.
Oh, what?
$6.99.
I just didn't read it. I just picked it up. I'm like, how much are we going to fucking pen be
I
with a
love you.
Funko Pop on
I
it?
love it. It's
Greg Miller.
perfect.
Making Patreon
I
money
want
over
the
here.
full test of this pen. Full
Okay,
thoughts.
which
Why?
one? What is the name
what's
of
with
this guy?
this one?
Meacham? We're using a weasel Meacham?
Robert Meacham, football player.
Robert Mitchum.
Cowboys lost all the weekend. So
Actor.
Terrible game.
Yeah.
What are
More
thoughts?
inky for sure. Here's the thing is, I respect this pen. I know this pen's a high quality pen. I'm not saying anything against it. I am a blue collar worker at heart. That's why I like this simple click bic. You know what I mean? I like a more disposable pen. This is one of those pens like, I'm going to sign a big deal. You know what I mean? I just killed somebody, but here's how I'm going to sign this paperwork to get out of it. You know what I mean? Daddy's going to pick me up, and we're going to go back to the lawyer farm, and we're going to do some lawyer stuff.
If
over
you
there.
had to guess, and
It's
like,
inky.
take,
It is inky.
take the knowledge you have about the Ghostbusters price.
How much is it
out of
gonna
your
cost
mind.
me?
How much are each of these going to cost you?
All right, where am I? Well, first off,
Just-
the Fairmont pen's free.
Fair.
Mont.
This nice pen here, because it's got a good grip. It goes all the way up the shaft here, a good pincher. I think I could do it. I still don't know what brand this is, though. It looks like it's Jensen's. Are these real pen brands? It's a Uni. Okay, it's uni at the top.
Oh, uni.
Jetstream. It says Jetstream on it. It's a Uni Jetstream.
Ah.
I'm saying per pen, I'm buying that one by myself, just there.
I mean, whatever. How do you think they're selling them?
Oh, this one's
Probably
fast.
a 3-pack, I would think, right?
Okay, 3-pack. How much that 3-pack running you?
This one's fast. you better,
I know, right?
you better buckle in.
But here's the thing: is I don't think it's going to be a ripoff. You know what I mean? Uni makes good pens.
Mm-hmm.
They're a company that's been around a long time ago. I believe in them.
Like my hands weren't ready for this.
Yeah,
one,
I know, right? It's a
Greg.
professional. That's a Ferrari.
Yeah,
right
yeah. It's like when you see those videos and you're in a Tesla and they're like they do
there.
the
Ludicrous speed.
ludicrous speed test and everybody's like, whoa, fuck! Like that's what
Pack
this
of
one's doing to me.
3 of these unis. Ooh, man, I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, God, I want to say $7.99.
For the
That's
3?
Yeah, I know it sounds low, but again, this is a quality thing. So you're gonna pay $14.99 for a pack of 3? You think that's what's gonna happen over there?
I mean, I know the answer.
I know you do. Now, the fact that you're questioning me, though, I don't know if you're being good Kevin or bad Kevin.
I don't know what.
Well, you're fucking with me or you're helping me
I
out?
don't know what you mean. All right, you want to get to
I'll say $8.99.
for a 3-pack, and then how much would you think for these then?
I would say
I paid for that $6.99.
I would say
I know,
Or
but you
$5.99.
need to not know that though.
Well, I mean, when I looked at the shitty fucking pen, I
Yeah.
thought $3.99.
Per pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say $5.99 for a 3-pack
$5.99 for a 3-pack.
Fucking come on, guys.
in Texas.
So the reason I bring this up is one of my favorite websites of all time,
Yeah.
thewirecutter.com. If you're
Sure.
familiar with the Wirecutter, what they do is they get all it's kind of like the Metacritic of things, but they also have their own editorial staff that
Okay.
goes through, and then you can find anything. It started with electronics, technology, like the best external hard drive or the best monitor or the best
And they'll
Wi-Fi system.
They'll test 100 different
Okay.
options.
Multiple times, have multiple critics do all of them, and it's like really, really great, and you can do a lot of research. They'll then do different categories. So it's like the best modem if you live in a house under this size, the best modem if blah, 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 blah. So, of course, I was like, I need to get some pens when I got my file cabinet.
Sure.
I was like, every once in a while, I need a pen.
Right.
I hate having to borrow them from Nick because, you know, he gets
Nick's
sensitive
weird.
about stuff. And I get it. But I was like, I need some pens. So, of course, I wanted the best pen.
So you went to Wirecutter.
So I went to Wirecutter, looked at the best pen, and that's when I got
The
these
Uniball
guys.
Jetstream is
Yeah.
the best pen for everyday riding.
Ah.
$10
Wow.
for a pack of 3.
That's great.
$10
That's
for the
great.
pack of 3.
That's a cool rating from them.
And I've been loving it. I've been loving it completely.
Tim,
but
I'm not a fan of this plastic here, this little rubber here. I don't like on
The
this
grip?
one.
Me either.
Yeah, the ink comes out really smooth and it's very inky, but I don't like this one that goes all the way up.
but it
It's
doesn't
just too fancy.
it
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
feel like
Makes
the
me
black one though.
uncomfortable, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of cat hair gets stuck on it.
On the blue one?
Let
This
me-
is
let me
different
tou-
than that.
Let
that
me
it's,
touch it. Let me,
yeah,
Greg,
it's
can
a
you grab that
different.
blue pen?
There's more back
I was
there if you
sketching
wanna-
cool, Greg.
I want that
Oh,
one.
nice. I can see it.
I can see. It kind of looks like a
What was this
Slimer
thing?
cool
Where you
Greg.
went on this thing?
Cross hatch or whatever you
Yeah, I
call
What do you
don't
mean?
like this.
You left this part intentionally blank. What were you doing there?
It's like lighting. It's like when you do like
No.
So it's an eyeball, a button?
No, it's just like how
It looks like a screen.
Death Star.
It looks like a screen, like a hole in the
Andy,
screen.
can you show the camera, please?
Show what?
Your drawing.
Oh,
Andy. There. Oh yeah, cool, Greg. Looking good. Looking good.
there he is.
There he is.
Tim.
Yeah, the action on this one was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Tim,
I gotta say,
the
it's
one
really
you're
charming.
using, what is that? 0.5?
I don't know.
That's thin. I don't. It's too thin for me.
Yeah, I don't like how thin.
G2,
Oh,
You can get big
7.
ones though.
It's another thing
All
with
the
me
way.
when I was back to mechanical pencils. I preferred the 0.7 lead
No,
a lot
too,
more.
Too thick. If you're writing
No,
something,
0.7 was great for drawing. Like
see,
the
it's-
shading was
I
so
never
great
knew.
to shade with 0.7.
Fun fact: every time I go to buy pens, either for home or here, I have to text Kevin and ask him which Pilot
one do I
G2
like?
to get. I was like, which one do I like? again?" He's like, you like the 0.5 or whatever.
No,
Whatever the way.
you like
It's like asking D,
7.7.
like, what food do I get?
I don't know why. I was meaning to take a picture of it.
Every
so
once
yeah.
in a while, he'll buy the wrong one, and I feel like for like 2 weeks, we'll be like writing stuff, and like both look at each other and be like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I just throw them out.
There's something there's something I love where you find a good pen on paper and you have a good surface underneath it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes with a softer surface, I've noticed that like maybe you're writing on a mouse pad type of
Yeah.
thing,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just such a nice smooth.
Is there
feeling.
nothing more infuriating on this planet than when someone gives you the thing to sign and you go to sign it, but because of the way the pen is structured, it can't actually, it doesn't activate the ink ball with the texture underneath it, so you're
Oh.
just scratching
you
into
write on
the
something
paper.
else. You gotta move
Oh.
And you're
something.
like, and then they go, oh, I'm sorry. And they give you the old piece of cardboard that's like passed down from generation to generation to put underneath it. And then finally it
It's
works.
the worst.
But then you've got, do I have a choice here? I either have to redraw over the line that I've already carved into this paper, or I just go.
And you'll never
totally
get it right.
freestyle.
You'll
gonna get
never
it right.
nail it. You
I
know what I
hate
mean?
this shit. It's like when you have to hand fill out forms, and the closer I get to almost finishing the form, the more anxiety I get that I gotta take a break for
It's
a second.
almost perfect.
It's like I can't fuck this up. Yeah,
My-
it's almost perfect.
Speaking of like writing over something again, this is like totally a different story. But my brother, my dad, and I went to an Atlanta Braves game like in the '90s. Oh, my mom was
Did
there
you
too.
see that
Whole family was
racist
there.
picture?
John Rocker. I don't know if he was on the team yet at the time that we went to these baseball games, but
If he was, would you have cheered for him, or would you have like taken a stand?
I
and
would have been a
man of
kid.
your word?
I probably would not have understood
You've just been happy
the
to have a
weight of,
soda in his hands.
of my actions. But we were standing above like where the buses load in the players, and the game
Yeah.
had ended, and Chipper Jones is down there, Hall of Famer Chipper Jones, best switch hitter in the major leagues, and we're like Chipper, and we're like what? And we had a glove. And so he was like, "Yeah, throw it." So we threw
He
him,
just took it.
threw down the glove, threw down a marker. He signed it, threw it back up to us. We're like super stoked. He's like, he's my favorite baseball player of all time. And the thing is, it was like kind of a brownish reddish glove, and he signed it with a red Sharpie.
Is that what you gave him?
Kind of hard to see. That's what my brother gave him. So my brother traced over
Ah!
his signature with a black marker, so it would be easier to see. And it's
damn.
like
Ruined
that's-
it.
So you just ruined the value of it.
Yeah, you probably should let the artist to do that.
or just not do
Not
it.
do it, yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Who brings out red pen? Where'd you get that red Sharpie from?
Well, like it was. I guess we weren't expecting that to get signed. Like we had like baseball hats.
there's
we
the
had like
baseball itself.
yeah, the
baseball
baseball,
makes
yeah,
sense. They
shit
always
like
do that,
that.
right.
But yeah, he signed the glove, and it was just a little hard to see.
Are those
so-
things still valuable in the collectors
Yeah.
like forums?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Depends
if you
who they
get,
are.
if you get like who's the most famous baseball player right now?
right now?
Babe
It's so
Ruth.
hard to say.
What if you
I'd
had
say like
what
Mike
if,
Trout,
What if you had A-Rod signature on a ball? Would
a
that-
fraud?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You, you on that Screwball life? Dog?
Yeah, it's a good documentary.
Fuck, it's
Have
a
you
good
seen it yet?
Screwball. I don't know what
Screwball?
this is.
Oh, it's on Netflix. You got to see it.
What's it about?
Gotta
Oh,
see it. It's
dude,
about
you'll love it.
it's about the steroid
doping
outbreak
scandal
in
in MLB.
baseball,
Okay.
and it is. I cannot recommend it more. It's so entertaining.
How long's it been out?
A couple years now.
I see it's
think.
starting
It's
to
like
sound like
20.
maybe I did see it and I just forgot about it.
It's you'd know this one because they do all the dramatic reenactments with kids.
And the kids are like dressed as adults, and they have
Okay.
like fake beards and shit like that.
It's
Okay.
fucking
It
What a
is
hilarious.
cute
so
way to
good.
talk about steroids.
It is so like the story is so outlandish, you will not believe that it's real. The things that happen with all the weird like
It's like watching a Firefest documentary,
yeah.
but on a much more like it actually had bigger impact in the overall like sports and high school sports community and stuff like that because of it.
It's really good.
These guys are
You should definitely
so.
watch it.
It amazes me that the shit that people think they can legitimately get away with, and they just don't think, oh, nothing's gonna ever come back to bite me in the ass. I'm like, you are literally like straight up breaking the law.
Yeah.
More often than not with these guys, and they're just like, whatever, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is it. I live my life paranoid that I ran a red light like 6 months ago, and that's gonna catch up with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's based in Miami, so that's where Dan
There's no
Levitard
laws in
is based out
Miami.
in, and he always talks about like Miami is just full of doctors that are not doctors. Like everywhere you go, every street corner, there are doctors that are not doctors,
Yeah.
where they just say they are, and they do these things. And like this main guy who was the one that was, I guess he had some science background, but he wasn't a doctor, but he just said he would, and he had the lab coat and he had the fucking stethoscope or
all
Dr.
whatever.
Nick,
really.
Totally bullshitting everybody. And he would inject people and just be like, all right, yeah, just take this thing and you'll be fine. And then it would just, if you don't do the right dosage though, you might get dinged if you get a piss test or whatever.
test,
So
yeah,
just
my
make
piss
sure you're
hot.
taking, if you're taking the right dosages, you'll be fine. Sometimes players wouldn't, they'd get dinged and like whatever. But yeah.
But the problem is, like, so he talked about how Manny Ramirez was his first big client, and how Manny Ramirez, if you remember, was like the tip of the iceberg for everyone started to get popped back in the day. And he was like, "Shit, I'm totally screwed." But what he didn't account for was the fact that Manny was playing so well that once everyone figured out who was giving him the steroids, his business blew up because they were like,
Yeah.
"I want what Manny got." And, like, including A-Rod, supposedly, allegedly. I don't know if they ever actually like figured it out or not, but I think this is the same guy that did Cocaine Cowboys, by the way.
I believe so, yeah.
And that, if you've never seen that documentary,
What's
it
that
is
about?
fucking amazing. It is a documentary about Miami in the 80s and how basically over the span of like a very, very short period of time, because of the cocaine coming out of Colombia, it went from being a sleepy like port town to being what you would think of Miami in the 80s
Yeah.
being, and it's all because of cocaine. But all the drug dealers were so fucking crazy that they would have shootouts in the middle of streets, like cowboys.
Vice City.
And so they called them the Cocaine Cowboys. That was like a name they used to call people that slung cocaine.
So
Isn't that
dope.
crazy?
There's nothing cooler than the cocaine.
The Cocaine
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Cocaine
They did a couple of them, but I recommend watching the first one because it really gives you a good. It's like, have you ever watched Narcos? It's Pablo Escobar is the big drug dealer out of Colombia, and he was the one that was largely responsible for bringing cocaine into the United States on the East Coast via Miami was a big port for that. On the West Coast, we had the Medellin, or not, we had the Cali cartel, whatever was out of Mexico. Actually, that wasn't Cali. Cali was out of Colombia as well. Whatever the Mexican cartel was, that was the ones bringing in the dope over here. But both good seasons of Narco, all three.
Remember the band Kitty?
No.
You remember that? That's such
Kitty's
a
a
weird
great
throwback.
No,
Kitty
was
was like
one
an
of your
Kitty
weird
was-
pop rock bands.
Kitty was like an all-girls metal band that I was recently reminded of because I stumbled upon badassbuddy.com, and I tweeted about this. It's something that we used to have really cool buddy icons for AIM and AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
And because AOL had and AIM had like all the shitty sort of like default, you'd get a flower or a fucking teddy bear or a robot
But
or
it's like,
whatever.
I want a My Chemical Romance album cover.
Yes. And you would go to badassbuddy.com and they had Korn, Limp Bizkit, Godsmack.
Yes.
They had fucking
The classics.
They had Cartman. Like everything you could possibly want that would make your fucking profile look bad.
Like any T-shirt you could buy at Hot Topic,
Yes.
you can also
These
have
guys
it as
had-
your AIM buddy icon.
Blink,
Yeah.
Blink
Crazy.
182, like everything that I could have wanted. And I was scrolling through and I was like, holy fuck, the website's still up.
That's amazing.
It's crazy to me. And
we
This
I,
is an
Right
Internet
now.
Explorers thing. Let's,
Okay, yeah,
let-
put it on
let's
that.
look-
I was
let's
like,
look
that
at
sounds
this.
fun.
and so I fast forwarded like or not fast forwarded, but I went all the way towards like, cause it's sorted by new. I went all the way to like page 168 and Kitty was one of the things. And I just had a fucking like shot of nostalgia.
That's awesome.
Cause I hadn't thought or seen of that band. I never listened to him, but it was like, if you listen to Korn and Limp Bizkit,
just brought
Kitty
you
was like
back
the
to that
all-girls
era.
metal band,
Yeah.
yeah. And they were like crazy and weird, and I don't know if they were hot or not, but I maybe they were, but they were like Hot Topic fucking in
Yeah.
a band.
Somebody said, it makes me think, somebody tweeted out or maybe it was just a viral tweet that I saw. Who the hell knows? But they were like, "Hey, did people in the early 2000s like constantly worry about their butt crack hanging out with their low-rise jeans?" And they said it kind of ironically, and I was like, "Yeah, we did." But that also gave us the glory of the thong hanging out.
Yeah,
if
whale
you
tail.
remember. Yeah, the whale
Whale
tail.
I've never
tail.
heard that.
I know. I can.
never
No, you
heard
didn't have
that.
to. You don't have to draw. As
Yeah,
someone who
dude.
watched Lito wrestle, I totally can
Oh,
visualize
yeah,
exactly.
that,
No
shit was
whale
like, that was
tail.
in. That was like that,
That's
was
the
the
shit
goal
right
in
there,
the
yeah.
early 2000s. I grew up in a great time.
You really did.
Yeah.
I came
Were,
of age at a
were
great
girls
time.
in your school doing it?
100%.
Oh. See,
yeah.
I went to a Catholic school, so I wouldn't know. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That shit isn't allowed.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was that, and it was the this is more the middle school era, but like definitely was which I guess like the people a couple years older than me, they would have been reaping the benefits of this. But it was the tied up shirt in the back.
Oh yeah,
It's like you're not washing a car. What you doing?
it's tramp stamp, man. We got to prepare the area for the tramp stamp.
Prepare the area.
What you
yeah,
gotta do.
yeah.
Gotta
I
get
only know one person that got a tramp stamp during that time frame. Shouldn't get a tramp stamp. Two things. Shouldn't get a tramp stamp when you're 13. No one should tramp stamp someone when they're
Well,
13.
first off, it's not. I mean, it's not. That's why it's illegal to give someone a tattoo when they're 13. Unless they're-
Chinatown, baby.
God bless them.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. I see it's Japanese.
Lost.
Which one was lost?
Remember the
They
show
did
Lost? That happened. That's how Matthew Fox got his.
Oh,
his-
really?
remember? Yeah.
God, those always look so painful. Those are like
Totally.
The Japanese style, where they have. To,
is
like,
it only
actually-
Japanese? I could have
tap
sworn
it
it
in.
was like
Thailand?
other.
Oh,
Because
actually, I
it-
think
yeah.
Hawaii. I think Hawaii, like Samoans
Yeah.
and Hawaiians and stuff like that, do like Pacific
It
Islanders do
looks
as well.
so painful.
But that shit looks like. Yeah, I have a friend of mine that got that done in Japan. He got a koi fish. It's dope as shit. But he was like, yeah, it took a long
Koi
time.
fish is
It
like
was
such
painful.
an Incubus thing. Speaking of 90s bands.
God bless. it.
God damn, Incubus was so good.
God damn.
What's better in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get a little nasty right
Let's
now.
do
But
it.
I'm gonna ask you this
Let's
question.
do it.
I want to go around the table. You guys can feel free to chime in on this.
Okay.
The super low rise jean
Yeah.
or the high waisted jean?
You
We're
mean
talking about
the
attractive.
modern?
Yeah, the modern high waisted.
What?
Keep it high and tight jean.
Dude. Honestly, it's such a. I got love
Sophie's
in every,
choice.
every
I know.
direction, right? Because the thing is, it's like you look back at the low waisted and it's just like, yo, shout out to that time. That was great. But you look at it and if people were like that now, it'd feel off. It'd feel weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then you see modern day Marissa Tomei, Aunt May.
yeah.
Right?
We're in the high,
And you're just like,
high rise.
does it get better? I'm not
No.
sure that it does.
It's a
doesn't.
good look. The high waisted jeans is a good
It is
look
good,
right now.
but I feel it's way easier to fuck that up than it is the other look.
The thing I would be worried about, right? And this is what I always
butt
spend
falls
a
out.
lot of time worrying. No, I'm not worried about that. I got a great butt. My butt is probably the part of my body I like best. My eyes. Those are great too. A little winky
I've
smile.
always said you have a good brown eye.
What I'm always worried about. Again, do you want to sketch me? Draw me, Jack. Draw me.
$70.
There it is. What I'd be worried about is I'm always like worried that I'd be the last guy wearing the high waisted jeans and they're not cool anymore. And no one would tell me. They're like, oh, Nick's still wearing those high
Wait, hold on. You talking
Remember,
about
like-
guys now?
No, I meant I would be the last person. Like this is why I'm always worried about when these fashion trends come up. Because remember we had a friend. I'm not going to name names, but who worked at IGN. And when those like Arabic style scarves came in, they were really popular. Where guys would just start wearing scarves inside all of a sudden. I went down.
Infinity scarves?
No, they weren't infinity scarves, but they were like actually like they
You
just
talking
had
about
more.
Finnegan?
No,
Darren Brazil.
no, but I'm sure
Really?
he still has a couple. No, but I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to call people out. But he was he wore them and he wore them like a year too long.
Fran?
No, Fran. Stop asking. I'm not gonna tell you, even if it was Fran. And I was just thought to myself, I was like, somebody should tell that person that those aren't in style anymore, and that he looks like, especially because it's of a specific like region and ethnic background. There's a fine line between
Nathan
those,
Drake.
yeah, those,
Nathan Drake.
those styles.
That's who you're talking about.
There's a fine line
Oh.
between wearing that and then when it's
Sorry,
out of style. If you keep wearing it, it's like that's kind of a bad look right now.
Yeah, man. That's very true.
No. Do you want me to write it down?
Write it down and then we'll tear it up. We'll tear that
I'll
off.
tell
No.
you later. Off camera.
I need to do. Stop it. Put your phone down.
Oh my god, okay.
Is it
I'm
ad
just trying
time?
to see what you were tweeting out.
PlayStation tweets.
Okay.
It is with great emotion that we announce that Worldwide Studios chairman Shawn Laden will be departing SIE. His visionary leadership will be greatly missed. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful for his years of service. Thanks for everything, Shawn.
Holy shit.
That's big.
Years of covering them. He is the guy in charge of SIE. You know what I mean? Worldwide
Yeah.
Studios chairman. But remember, that was a big deal when they shifted all that power. And Jim Ryan technically is charged, but you understand. He's there's usually a really well prepared press release that's in my inbox. Here's this thing. Here's the successor. Here's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
This is a tweet. Shawn Laden has tweeted nothing. This is really, really fucking weird.
You think they heard Games Daily today and they're just like, oh, Tim and Greg were talking about how Phil Spencer's killing it. We
Get
need
rid of
a
the
tweet.
Shawn
Yeah.
guy. You know what? Just right off the bat.
Damn. Holy shit.
Just wanted that on there before. I wanted your reaction
That's crazy,
before
man.
anything got ruined.
look what I
I
started.
hope it's
I started
good news.
writing. I'm just trying to figure out what happened with Shawn Laden.
I know. I was gonna bring it up. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll have a long discussion tomorrow on Games Daily. I'm sure about it.
Well, do you have any gut check like feelings on what that might be, or
I mean, that's
in
what I'm saying.
2019. I'm not liking what they might be.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing about it: is it nefarious? Is it just whatever? Is it the fact? There's like no details. Is it immediate? Does he have a successor? But yeah, it's the fact. If it was bad stuff, like really, if it was Me Too bad, right? I don't think they'd be saying it as pleasantly as they are here, right?
Yeah,
If
they'd
there
say
was
part
even
ways.
if there was blood in the water, I don't think they'd be. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful
holy
for his
shit.
years.
maybe
Thanks
it's
for
a
everything,
contract
Shawn.
thing. Maybe they just couldn't reach terms or something like that on a new contract. And they're like, well, or he's got another gig lined up. Who knows? That's
It's
crazy.
still a weird way to do it, and everybody's saying I should do it, and I'm saying I probably should be the new. I should. It's time for me to rise
Okay,
up.
as your lawyer,
God,
Worldwide
you would
Studio
break
Champ.
so
Rise up.
quickly.
as your lawyer.
Where's
Like-
Patapon?
3
You know what I
days
mean?
in, you would be crying and like just be like, "I'm quitting. I'm done."
In reality, I
They
mean,
put
it's
up
too
a
early.
new
I won't be
tweet.
tweeting it, but we're among our best friends here. It's like now it's shoes time. Give Shoe the
Hell
fucking
yeah, dude.
promotion. Come
Let's
on.
go.
Does he want it?
I don't know.
Just give it
You
to
assume
him.
so.
New
Shoe's
year,
been
new
around
shoe.
forever, right? You see him drink. You see him
Hashtag
pop.
new year,
You
new
see him
shoe.
popping the champs with Hideo Kojima.
Fuck yeah, man.
And that model,
I didn't see that part.
He was popping champs with the model.
yeah, it was like
Good
a
on you,
Brazilian
Shoe.
model. Because
Giselle Bundchen?
because Kojima posted a photo of this like really cute girl, and I was like, "Who's this?"
Let's go to it.
She's at
This is his
I was gonna say
Japanese one or
Konami.
his English one?
Japanese.
You got to go to Kojima.
And then I had to Google who she was, and apparently she's like a very popular model in somewhere else, maybe not Brazil. Yeah, scroll down a
That's
bit.
Ball's got
Scroll
to.
down a bit.
It's the bottom left image of
Oh,
the
yeah.
media on the top right, Kev.
Oh, there's Shoe. That's what I'm talking about. And this is just is she in the game, I guess?
Well, like, yeah, because he posted another photo of like her, like, you know, the photo that every celebrity has taken in front of
Oh,
the
statue.
Ludens.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Statue.
she's the one they modeled the character off of in the game, though, right?
No,
I thought she was.
no, that was
Think about quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stephanie
yeah,
No,
yeah.
Schuster.
I remember seeing something like him talking about her a long time ago as being like someone they took the look from, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. If you scroll to the right,
Look at how delightful Shuhei looks in this
He's the
picture.
best. Look at him right there.
God, I love him.
That's
love
my
him.
man.
Look at the dude. Go back, Kev. Look at the dude in the white in the back.
Yeah,
Oh, our shoe.
yeah, I love Shoe. God, I
Man,
love
she's the
him.
God bless him.
I fucking love him.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
click
that
out
looks
though, really
good.
quick,
What is
Kev?
that?
Fuck, never mind. It's like it's a tweet or two before that, but it's I had to Google who she was because I had no idea who she was, and then I saw these photos of like, oh, Shoe's there too. What's this weird like kind of cool party they're doing?
I don't
I
know. I,
wish
want
we
to
were
go
at
to
this
it,
cool
and I was in
party.
Japan. I'm sad I didn't get invited. First off, second
That
off,
must have been the
Oh, there
gold
she is,
party,
Mala
right?
Morgan.
Yeah.
this reminds me of something funny that total non sequitur. But there's grapes in that picture. When I got to my hotel, they put grapes out for us, and they're these gigantic Japanese grapes. And I started eating them. Like, oh, these are good. They're hearty though. And I ate a bunch of
tomatoes.
them. And then my buddy was like, 2 days later, he was like, "Oh man, the grapes here are great. Just make sure you peel them." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to eat the skin on those." I was like, "What's gonna happen to me?"
Yeah, I'm checking just over here. IGN has no more details either. Matt Kim's just reporting the tweet. Laden joined Sony as part of its corporate communications department in 1987.
Damn.
And now you're leaving with a tweet from the official PlayStation account being like,
Oh
bye.
my God. First
It's
Reggie.
like getting broken up with over a text.
That's not
You
a
think he
good
doesn't
sign,
know?
man.
Sean's in PlayStation VR right now trying something out. He pops it up. What the hell?
Damn.
That's crazy that they did it. Yeah, you would think if it was positive, it would be a messaging from him first, right?
Yeah, or a statement. I keep refreshing my email looking for something, but nothing so far.
Oh my God.
More on this develops. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of developments, let me tell you about the developments. This is in a page. This is in the show. Let me tell you about a development. We have Patreon producers. It's Bert Meg and Karen O'Donnell.
Yeah,
we also
Bert.
have sponsors,
Hey, Bert.
Movement and HelloFresh. Let's check in with them. And now we're back.
How about that?
I gotta bounce.
All right, Tim's gonna go do stuff.
Yes. Can you organize some thumbnails and headlines?
Can I organize some emails and hangouts?
Headlines.
Oh, sure, yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
It's simple. Pens.
Yeah.
The
I thought
kind of
he-
funny
I thought he
podcast.
said, "Can you organize some juggernauts and juggernauts?"
I
was
heard.
like, what does
I
that
heard.
mean?
Can you organize some head rolls and some whatnots?
Guys, I can organize all of these things. Very simply, I can organize all these things.
Pens,
What do y'all
huh?
think about grapefruits?
I hate them.
No,
God.
nothing.
Really?
Not a chance.
Everybody
hate 'em.
here.
Do you
I don't
like them?
hate them.
Oh my god, I love grapefruits.
I don't like
But do you
grapefruit.
eat like the peel?
No, only lemons. I do that with.
Now, how do you eat the grapefruit? Do you put a ton of sugar on
Oh, I
top
do.
of it like most
no,
people?
no. I don't do sugar. I do salt.
Oh, get the
It's
fuck out
so
of here
good,
with that.
dude. It is so good. I never understood the sugar thing until like maybe 4 years into my grapefruit eating career.
I've just
I didn't know it was a thing.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever just eaten a grapefruit.
Really?
I've
Yeah.
had grapefruit in like a salad,
Cocktail
a
or
fruit
something,
salad.
yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Oh,
for
we
sure
gotta do it
that.
here one
But
day.
I've never, you know how they in TV they'd show up cut
Cut
in
it
half,
half, yeah.
Oh,
sitting
man,
there in a
my mouth's
bowl.
watering just thinking about it. Right
I've
now.
never been eating a grapefruit and not wished it was a pineapple.
Ew, gross.
I wish it was a pineapple.
Pineapples are great.
People give me a grapefruit and I go, "Oh, is that pineapple?" And I get super excited. Or an orange, I get super excited. And they go, "No, it's better. It's grapefruit." And I go, "Fuck you. Take it, smash it in your eyes,
so
and blind
good.
yourself. Never bring me a grapefruit again." And not only that,
Grapefruit is
but
so good.
we had a juice. We ordered breakfast in the hotel that we were staying at in Japan, and it came with a daily juice. And the first one was like a yuzu, and like it was like a kiwi yuzu strawberry. It was so
What the fuck is a
fucking
yuzu?
good.
Can you Google yuzu for me?
I
Kevin?
might have missaid that
Somebody's
word.
got to spell it.
I have no idea. And then the next day we were expecting the same one, and it was grapefruit. Suck it. What's up, Kev?
Was that like a little yogurt bottle?
That's Yoo-hoo.
Oh, close.
Yeah, I've never just eaten a grapefruit.
Yeah. Okay. So there's different ways to do it. Like I
We've gone through the
I just-
grapefruit method on the Game Over Greggy show.
yeah, sure. That's one of them. That's one of them.
You weren't working here at that time, right?
no, God,
what did you
no.
think when you saw that
Oh
one?
my god, I was laughing super hard.
This is the best,
laughing
huh?
super
Nick's
hard.
the best.
Hey, Tim's back, everybody. Tim. Oh, you need a pen? We got a lot of pens.
Oh, hold on.
Can I have this Fairmont pen? Thanks.
So there's two different ways to do it.
You got the best of that deal.
Kevin, can I get the Skycam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's two different ways to do it. So like you can wait, how?
There
Okay.
you go, right there.
So you cut it in half, right?
Right.
We're talking about the grapefruit?
Yeah, you cut the
Do we
grapefruit.
really? That is not a grape. Oh, fuck. I ate my words on that one.
Oh, it's hard to
I thought he was
see.
making some kind
Hold
of
on,
weird
hold on,
oval
Andy.
shit.
I'm
bowl.
gonna try to help you on this one.
Okay, yeah,
bowl.
please do.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Hold on. Let me see.
Let me see if I can. I could just maybe do a couple dark
Nick,
lines.
do you ever see the definition of my arms and be like, God, Greg's got it.
Greg got it.
Greg's
What
got
is
No.
he? What does he
No,
got?
I never see that.
it. Right there. Jesus Christ, man.
All right, hold on.
I look
Andy,
like
got
G.I.
it. Give me 2
Jane.
seconds. I'm
All right,
almost
no
there.
problem, man.
There we go.
I gotta start lifting more. I think about this.
Oh yeah. Wait, kind of. It's kind of. Oh, you can see it in the shadows.
You
a
know what
little
this
bit
reminds me
better.
of? When I watched Wolf of Wall Street on the plane, and it got to the part where Margot Robbie's nude scene, and they cropped it this much that it was that grainy. That's what it looked like. It was just her face. I was like, well, there's more to her body. You could have not cropped it that much.
Don't be a pervert.
So one of
Oh,
my
you're
favorite
making
things
a
to
hole.
do with the grapefruit, right,
Put your
is
dick in it.
I put a lot of
Really
salt.
good at drawing things.
I put a lot of salt on it, and then you get a spoon and you scoop out each compartment, each
Oh, yeah.
sector. So you go to sector A,
Like
sector
you're digging
B.
a building.
Yeah, you go to sector A1, A2, A3, A4, and then you go to sector B1, B2, B3, B4, and then C1, C2, C3, C4. And you dig through it and make sure there's enough salt on it. But the great thing is, though, sometimes you don't get it all in one scoop. So there's a little bit of leftover sometimes, and there's
Leftover salt or flesh?
Flesh.
no. Well, not only flesh, like actual pulp. So sometimes you don't get a great scoop in, which you might think is like a downside. Like, oh, I fucked up. I didn't get it on the first try. But the leftover is really good because there's a lot of juice in there too. So you could go in for an extra scoop, and there's gonna be a lot of juice in there. Slurp that bad boy up.
This is how I know that everyone's different, because there's nothing that you could do to make me enjoy what you just said.
It's so good.
And for some reason, it lights up a different part of your brain than mine, because
Yeah.
I, right now, I'm holding back a gag reflex when you say salt on top of a grapefruit.
Really?
But if you said salt on top of cottage cheese, oh,
Oh, what the fuck?
Dr. Jones,
What the
let's go
fuck?
find the archaeological dig.
Kevin, now if you want to be a galaxy brain, 200 IQ galaxy brain, some twang lemon lime on a grapefruit.
Oh.
That gets me going even
Sounds
more.
awful.
I was so mad at you the other day, by the way, because we did the Oreo, the great Doritos ranking finally after popular demand, and I wanted one of those Dinamantes. Dinamitas.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go back. It's early in the day. I expect them to still be there. And I looked and they weren't there. And I was like, I bet Andy has them at his desk. And I got very excited. I look, nothing on your desk. Look down in your trash can, crumpled bag. You motherfucker.
So they they had been attacked, and I had to jump in and be like, I need to eat these before they're all gone.
You got to give them a home. It's
Yeah.
like when you have a hot cousin and you're like, I gotta.
No.
That's Giles from Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
It's that great scene where he's like, I wasn't gonna let my friends fuck her, so I had to fuck her. She's my cousin. Like I can't.
What a good movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's such a good movie. No, yeah, I knew that they were going to be attacked, and I walked over here, and I think Kevin was eating them, or they were near Kevin's desk. No?
No.
I think he's joking.
Are you talking about Control?
Yeah, like I got the bag from over there.
I definitely had the salsa verde ones here.
Huh.
I didn't like the
Fucking
salsa verde ones though. Oh man, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. You okay? You can take off if you need to. If
This
you
might
want
be,
to go.
I'm sorry, guys. You know how I am.
You gotta jump
I
on
got
it.
a lot of contacts in here. A lot of people on the inside asking questions, giving my thoughts and
I,
feedback.
if you got to take off, Andy and I got this, man.
No, I
This-
got
But I also
Whatever.
need a pee real bad.
No pee.
why don't you all take off and Kevin and I'll just stare at each
Oh,
other.
we got it. We'll do the show.
Kevin, why don't we bring up Netflix? Let's start watching something on Netflix.
I almost convinced Nick to bring Doritos out on this show because he
You
was,
did, but it's just not a pleasant experience.
I
for
know, but
audio
but
listeners.
I'm aware of that. It's not when you have like Gary Witt on a show. He's like, "What people love," and I'm like, "No, they hate it." Gary. Like I would turn the mic away. We'd eat in the corner like shameful little
Yeah.
raccoons. You know what I mean? It'd be great.
Gary, when did Gary give us this amazing new face that I see all over Twitter now?
Which one?
Or he's doing the.
Well, that's
timeout.
like fucking old.
that
That
years
came from
ago?
KFAF, and I don't know where
Really?
people grabbed that from.
I think he took that photo. Oh God, no! I'm thinking of the Crazy Eyes one where he was making fun of you at the Halloween place. What's it called?
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit, yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah,
He took that photo, kind of mocking you.
sure. Yeah, he does that. He
But I don't know where that other one with the tongue out was taken because
Dude,
I hate that
I
photo.
hate it. It's great.
It's so gross.
It's so great. I hate it.
It's a disgusting photo.
You gotta go on.
he looks. He's like doing his kiss thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, he's doing Kiss.
Kiss.
Gene
Gene
Simmons.
Simmons.
Mm.
You ever heard of him?
I have.
He used to rock, man. Before your time.
I'm thinking of like the fucking best. I've been thinking about this joke a lot. My favorite line in The Office, where he's hiding his fucking cold sore, and he ends up thinking it becomes herpes. He ends up like apologizing to past women he's been with,
Yeah, yeah.
saying like I have herpes, and they're like, no, that's a cold sore. But at one point he's
Cold
like,
sore is herpes. Though.
Yeah.
he's covering it his upper lip with a fake mustache or whatever, and then he's like, it's a pimple. Avril Lavigne gets them all the time, and she rocks harder than anyone alive. That's just like one of my favorite lines.
Oh my god, that's really good. I guess I gotta go back and watch The Office. I just can't, dude. I can't get into it.
Why can't you? It's a great show.
It's not that great.
You got
Yeah, it
into
is.
it. We were all
Overrated.
watching
It's
it in
overrated.
Phoenix.
No.
We were all watching Phoenix and enjoying
Overrated.
it.
I had no choice. I was held prisoner in that really cold
You
Airbnb.
It was so cold.
It was
but
a
our
fun- it was
rooms
like
in
a
the back
bed.
were
Ours
so
were-
hot.
yeah.
Not mine. Mine was fucking freezing.
I
to the
know,
point
but
where-
the back room was cold.
Yeah.
The very front was super, super
Remember
cold.
when I
right.
hid in
That's
there
what
and
it
you
was.
didn't know I was there and I fucking got you?
All right, let's bring in a question from one BJ Bernardo.
Love him.
All right, I love him too. Clean our palates. Get in here, clean our minds a bit. Yeah.
Slurp
you
up
know
some of
it.
that grapefruit juice.
Hi, y'all. Your loved one has been sent to hell unjustly.
Mm.
So you decided to get them back. But you know you can't do it alone. Pick two Kind of Funny members, those who actually work for Kind of Funny, to ride into hell with. Now pick one celebrity to round out your team. Who do you choose and why? Do you like your odds? Rules. Number 1, you can include part-timers. Number 2, you choose how to get them back. So you can be sneaky or guns blazing. Choose your team based on this choice. Number 3, it is only you 4. No one else can come with you. However, you can bring weapons that you and your team can carry.
Man, they're taking a lot of the hypotheticals out of this.
And
Yeah, this
these
is a really
Earth-
specific.
These
thing.
earth
guys
weapons
always bring-
will work on the enemies.
Oh.
Number 4, if you fail, your loved one is down there forever. Number 5, if you fail, you and your team will be sent back to Earth physically unharmed. Good luck, BJ.
In this case, my loved one's
A lot
Elizabeth
of-
Olsen. We'll put it on the record right now.
What's that?
Elizabeth Olsen is my loved one.
Wow.
Oh, you mean Elizabeth Olsen's down there?
Yeah.
But you have to know this person in real life.
Yeah, I know her. Seen her
You've
a
met
lot.
Elizabeth
Now, first
Olsen?
off, he says a loved one. If Andy loves Elizabeth Olsen, this could be a great icebreaker that he's here to save her from
absolutely.
hell.
She's trapped down there. She has no idea who I am. I show up and I'm like, we got to get out
I got to get you out of here.
I'll tell you
she's
what.
like,
I'll
I
tell you
trust
what-
you.
Save
I'll
you.
tell you what. I'll go along with this hypothetical as long as if you promise me if you ever meet Elizabeth Olsen, you have to tell her about this.
Everybody tweet this at Elizabeth Olsen. It's pretty
She
easy.
doesn't have Twitter.
Call it Liz.
It's unfortunate.
Hey, Liz Olsen.
Lizzie.
Lizzie Olsen. Easy question for me. Who do I take with me? You take Kevin. You take Cool Greg. Okay.
Man,
Right there, we've got
that's a
90%
team.
of our bases covered.
That's a team right
You don't even need a celebrity at this point.
Do I need
there.
exactly? Fuck
Keanu
celebrities.
Reeves, that, like,
I would take Keanu
that's a
Reeves just so we can hang out with him.
sacrifice.
So we can hang out with him.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves,
Because he'd be chill. He'd
Kevin.
mellow it out.
Cool Greg. Cool Greg's weapon of choice, of course, the 40. Okay. Edward 40 hands. We make everyone do Edward 40
What about when the
hands.
first one breaks?
What's that?
What about when the first 40 breaks?
That's when the stabbing starts. And that's when I break my loved one out of hell. See what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, though, huh? Just to chill out with?
Just I want to meet him. Talk to him
It's a
about
great
hey,
point.
hey,
That's
man,
a great icebreaker.
how's
This is actually a good way, too. What if it's your mom in hell? You bring Elizabeth Olsen, great icebreaker. I
As
need
the
your help.
celebrity.
Mhm.
hey mom.
Wow.
I
Because
wanted
suddenly
you
when
to
you're
meet my
when
future
you're
wife.
in something's in danger, when you have like a task that needs to be completed, you kind of you're bonded together, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
also if you bring her there, and your mom would have to accept her because she's in hell.
That's true.
And if she doesn't, you just leave her ass in hell.
That's true.
See what I'm saying? Hey mom, this is Elizabeth. We're gonna get married. I don't like her. Well,
Too bad.
I don't
now
have to
you're in
open
hell.
that cage.
Shit. Okay, wait. Okay, here's what I'm doing. Okay. I'm bringing along Kevin
Yeah.
and Greg.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because you're menacing.
I am.
You got this sort of menacing body.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn it. God damn it.
You've
I
got
know
a-
everything about you.
You've got a menacing body,
Did
and
you get more hair? Did you get it like
It grows.
Okay.
It grows.
and again,
I'm
and
not
Ke-
manscaping the entire body.
You know the whole thing.
No.
and
you
Kevin
measure?
for the same reasons. Like, you know, a quick thinker.
He's
Sometimes
let's put it this way. Kevin. there-
menacing body
Jesus.
too.
Another menacing body.
Very menacing.
It's if nothing else, he's the only one that has Leatherman on him.
Got
You see
it.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a great
None
point.
of us are gonna be tools. We're gonna
Great
get to a
point.
fucking door. We're like, can't open it.
No, we
Kevin,
can
he's
bring
gonna
earth
Alohomora
weapons.
with
We
his
can bring
Leatherman.
earth weapons.
That's
though.
true, but you have to, decide on that ahead of time.
Yeah, no one else can. Okay,
But then we gotta go get him. I don't want to go get earth weapons.
Well, we send Cool Greg and Kevin to get them.
We just think Cool Greg out to hang out with, like, Cool Greg, just bring back whatever your friends are playing with out back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, and then the celebrity that I'm bringing is Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now the loved one that I am saving
Yeah.
is, I'm trying to think of like someone else I love, another celebrity that I have a huge crush on.
Elizabeth Hurley.
You're flying too close to the sun on this one because it's not impressive when you bring another celebrity, save a celebrity, and you're in love with both of them because then they're gonna both know you're playing the field on both of them.
I mean, do they though, or I just doubled my odds?
Oh, he's making a lot
You're
of sense.
actually upping the odds that they're gonna be like, oh my god, we worked on that picture together. It's so good to see you again. Thanks for getting from out of
Oh,
hell.
you know Andy
let's
too?
Go hang, let's
Well,
go hang
yeah,
out in
we've been
Hollywood
hanging
with them.
out,
Let's go
and
hang
then
out
I
in
just-
Hollywood.
And then
And
you
they
just
make
figure it out. You get a good vibe from either one. Who's a woman I love?
Gal
Your mom.
Gadot.
It's someone from your list of Emily's.
Oh yeah, I have a list of Emmas.
Emily Blunt would be great.
I have a
love
list of
her.
Emmas. Oh, Emily Blunt should be on the list. Honestly, I'll go with
Jonathan
Damn,
Taylor Thomas.
I'll go with
Just get him out of acting hell.
Emmy Rossum.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, Emmy Rossum's hot.
I'll go with Emmy Rossum.
Who is she?
Yeah.
She's from
Can I get a photo of Emmy Rossum on the phone?
Yeah.
She was like on an old Disney Channel movie, but recently she's more known for her work
Shameless?
on
Showtime,
that
Shameless,
Shameless
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a huge crush on her.
Sure. Oh, okay, I know.
And
her.
I'm sure there's I don't know. I'm sure there's someone else I can think of, but Emmy Rossum comes to mind.
Okay.
So we're saving her, and me and Elizabeth Olsen. It could just be that we become friends. Because here's the worst case scenario is I become friends with Elizabeth Olsen. I'm friends with the whole MCU, bro.
Are you though? Because is she that in it?
I get
This is
brought
what I think.
along.
Is she like
Is
that,
she
or is
that
she
in it?
like
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow, who doesn't remember having been in any of these
Great
movies?
point.
See, I'm just saying that. I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know. We're
But I'm
not
saying
Elizabeth
insulting
Olsen
you.
knows.
You run the risk because she hasn't been in that many movies, and maybe she's not that into it. Because I know what you're thinking. It's a great concept. Can we call RDJ right now and get him out to come party with us? I know he doesn't drink anymore, but I'll just drink a coffee and hang out with him. She's probably like, I don't really know him that well because I've only been in like 4 movies with him. So maybe fuck off, Andy.
I can
Right.
get you.
I think
can get
ScarJo
you-
is a better in if you want a female who has been in everything, who probably really, really knows what's up. With
Now
like
I don't mean to
RDJ's
say.
cell
I don't
phone.
mean to poop on your plan here.
She's still got Black Widow coming
and
out.
for different reasons. Andy's trying to find love. You're trying to find people to party with.
Isn't that the same?
Well, I'm
if
try-
people like you, isn't that love?
I'm trying to find love, but the second option is becoming like friends with these really cool people. That's the worst case scenario. If I don't find love, if Emmy Rossum ends up rejecting me, worst case scenario, I'm friends with Elizabeth Olsen, and and
But
it's
is
a
it
long
fun to be-
journey.
and this is not a knock against Elizabeth Olsen.
Sounds
right?
like it's about to be.
Oh, you know what? Then I'm just bringing RDJ with me.
There you go. That's a better idea.
I'm bringing RDJ with me.
because I just feel like Elizabeth Olsen's not going to be into the stuff that you're into.
Yeah.
And it's not.
You don't think
it's-
she likes streaming on Twitch and eating Mountain Dew and putting twang straight into her mouth?
I think if she liked that, she'd be her sisters. And she does not like her sisters.
She doesn't like her sisters.
I mean, she likes her sisters. She's not like her sisters.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant
apologize.
to
I
say.
understand.
Sorry.
That's why I'm single, huh? You kind of just.
It's just that thing. You're like
Reality check.
you're like perpetually 22.
Because
It's
you
weird.
leave one apartment to go to your other apartment where you stream here and then you stream there. You might as well build a tube like Vegas so you never have to see the outside, like a fucking walking boy in the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So you're bringing
okay.
RDJ now.
Bringing RDJ. Yeah. Bringing RDJ because, and we're saving Elizabeth Olsen. No, Amir Awesome.
Okay.
Because yes, they
Sorry,
can
Andy, you're
bond. Yes, I know the worry that you have here, Greg, is that like we're gonna get there, they'd be like, "Oh, RDJ, fuck my friend," whatever. No, the whole thing is, I am being tasked to save Elizabeth Olsen, and when we get there, RDJ's like, "No. He brought me along. Like he's the one who wants to save you. I'm here like it's all Andy. Like Andy's killing it. Obviously, look at him.
I feel like what you're underscoring with my
He
pick,
eats goldfish for lunch.
my pick of Keanu is that he's already been to hell once. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Remember that?
He knows it.
He knows
Also,
his way around
Devil's
that.
Advocate. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Also,
good movie.
Is it a good movie?
there's another one of them.
A lot of nudity.
A lot of nudity.
That's pretty much how I
Al
remember
Pacino
it.
eating up scenery.
What's the
Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, but don't enjoy.
What's the movie that? No, not Johnny Mnemonic. What?
Great movie,
he
though.
did a movie where.
Flatliners.
No. Keanu Reeves did a movie where it's
Point Break.
It's kind of like End of Days style.
Oh, Constantine.
Yeah, Constantine.
great
Yeah,
That was actually a good movie.
Good
yeah.
comic book movie.
If that movie, I'm bummed.
That was cool.
Because they should have made more of those. Those are cool.
I
He was
like
actually
All
good
right,
in
so
it.
you guys have fucked up. Of course, for me, we're going to save Porty. Porty is in hell.
Oh,
Was
okay.
I supposed to pick someone to save? Because I just want to go party in hell with our.
We
with
assumed
Connor.
it's
I mean,
Sure.
I saw him in those
Okay, that'd be
costumes.
my
He's
wife,
already
so.
in hell.
That's fun.
First off, he loves it.
He looks cute as fuck.
I know it.
God damn it.
As everybody says, the first pick from The Office has to be Kevin. We need a guy who can get things done.
Yeah.
We need a guy with a leather man.
Not afraid to do just a pull up randomly for no reason. Just pull up, Kevin.
If there's some kind of weird like pipe like that's like filled with shit like Shawshank Redemption, Kevin is not gonna blink when I'm like, you need to crawl through this to get on the other side of the door. Kevin's like, got it, Greg.
Even if the door's open, I need you to crawl through this shit
Don't
pipe.
make it an insult.
It's not an insult. We all picked you because
I
you.
wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
There's one person I'm
Now
directing this
here's
at.
where you all swung and missed.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Andy picking me. That was a good pick. I'm bringing Joey. Of course, we are in hell. I'm gonna need somebody on the good
to
guys
scare.
team.
Oh.
No, so, Joey, she went to Catholic school too, right?
I think
She
so,
knows the
sure.
ins and outs of this, right? She's probably a confirmed Catholic. She knows the Eucharist.
Yeah.
She knows the sacraments like myself. She has a confirmed name like I do. You know what I mean? We're going to
What's
get
her
in there.
confirmed name?
Timothy. We're going to get in there and
That's
we're going to
weird.
fuck these people up. Do you want to know the story behind it?
Not really. Sure.
So I didn't take it all that seriously, confirmation, obviously.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I'm like, just get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is hell.
But when it was time to pick it, you have to pick a saint's name. So, of course, I submitted Clark.
Yeah.
And they're like, there's no Saint Clark. What are you doing?
You're like, you don't know that.
Bruce. There's no Saint Bruce. Finally, like, fuck, I cracked a book and went into it. Found Saint Timothy for Timothy Drake, the third Robin, of course. There you go. Of course.
Okay.
So me and Joey are rolling in there. We're the holy rollers. You know what I mean? We got God on our side. We got the cross. We got the holy water. We're all set.
This is a great choice too because Joey will bring lots of wine, and wine makes people sleepy. Sleepy puts everyone to sleep.
Also, it'll be consecrated. So there you go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna party. Boom, let's party.
Exactly. And then, of course, my celebrity is going to be none other than The Rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I need somebody in there. Like, think about it. For like, it's going to be a Colossus Wolverine situation with Kevin.
Yeah.
Where we're going to need to get up somewhere high, and Kevin's going to go fastball special. And The Rock's going to grab Kevin and swing around and throw him up there.
Put him in his palm, and just put him up there.
We got a fucking team, guys.
That's great.
We got a fucking team.
That's a
Great
great
team.
squad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
you know
this: the only downside to you hanging out with The Rock is The Rock's gonna be like, "Wait, Scarpino's hanging out with Keanu Reeves. I gotta go hang
he'll
out
be
with
dead.
him." I'm on the other side trying to break my personality.
I'm in another hell.
Alternate hell dimension.
High five.
I didn't realize we were all. I didn't know we were doing it at the same time. I thought it was like a hypothetical situation for one of us at every time.
No,
I think-
it's
I
a
think I make
time.
the
It's
rules.
a
Multiverse.
it's a time.
Jesus.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Time loop, time flat, circle time. Time's up.
Thinking like time trial. Whoever does it fastest,
Oh wow.
that person lives.
Who do you think? What team do you think does it fastest?
I think you. I think
you.
with The Rock.
Thank you.
yeah.
Because Keanu Reeves is just gonna sit there, be sad.
No, he's John
RDJ
Wick.
is gonna talk and
He's
joke
gonna shoot
around,
everyone.
no, that's him in a movie.
No, that's a good point. Keanu Reeves is like an actually good
Yeah, he's trained in that.
firearms expert.
But
Yeah.
bullets aren't doing shit. Like I understand they do damage, but you like what? You got infinite bullets. You know what I mean?
In hell.
Great
So,
point.
Kevin,
It's
you
what
wanna
can
take-
carry?
So you want to take like the stealth route?
I mean,
Because
I
I'll tell you
feel
what,
like-
with The Rock, there ain't no stealth.
Rock's there when we need him. We got a Rock. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
we got a Hulk
who's
thing.
a famous person who's also a priest? Because then they're blessing all the water.
Jared Petty.
They're blessing all the water, and like you're.
That's a great
infinite
point.
weapon there.
Technically, Greg can marry people, so he's a priest.
Yeah,
Great
it's
point
true.
too.
I don't
Minister,
think
yeah,
that's how
right,
that
yeah.
works.
Man,
Minister
you
of
have
Light.
like a full World of Warcraft crew. You have your tank. You have your
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fucking healer.
Your paladin. Yeah, that's good.
My drunken Joey.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 3 best friends gather on this table, each bringing a random topic from their lives to talk to you about. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindoffunny. A couple of bucks gets you the exclusive pre and post show along with the episode ad free. You can watch it as we record it live or get it later. Then, if you have no money to give us, no big deal. Days later, it goes live on youtube.com/kindoffunny, roosterteeth.com, podcast services around the globe. No pre and post show. It has ads, but it's still a pretty dang good show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We had a great
You know what I'm
time
saying?
today. We had a good, like, mellow conversation about pens for
I liked it.
45 minutes.
It was
fun.
soothing.
It was fun.
Yeah. We're going to do a post show right now. But until next time, for everybody else, no. It's been our pleasure to serve you.
You know what, Funko? This pen should cost $3 max.
Absolutely.
Agreed?
This is a fucking
Probably
egregious
less than
sin that this costs $5.
It feels good though, man.
It does feel good.
Feel good, but it's also the kind of pen that
feels good.
it's just gonna break fast.
You know that song?
It feels.
Mike Ellen in the chat here, he's not wrong. Like the Pope, like especially the new Pope.
Pope's a good
Francis-
celebrity, yeah.
Francis would be like, I feel like he seems
Yeah.
like an interesting.
But I
person.
feel like me and Joey combined kind of equal the Pope in terms of
Definitely
religious
not.
knowledge.
I mean,
Well,
you
also
can't-
the problem is this: like, where are you gonna go in the Pope
Religious
where he doesn't get
juice.
recognized? You know what I mean? We're gonna go in hell with the Pope.
Here's the thing.
Well, we're not. I mean, that's our whole thing.
There's the whole dogma rule, right? I think he can make up rules on the fly, and because he's the Pope, that shit's law.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Today, Kevin can fly, and I'm gonna Padre Espiritu Santo. Boom, Kevin's get wings. He goes. There you go.
Not sure if that's how it works.
Mr. Yes Math says my team is Nick for Comic Relief, Andrea, and my celebrity is Arnold from Commando. Yeah, that was amazing. John Commando.
Andrea can't go. She doesn't work for Kind of Fun anymore.
Damn.
You just got played.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Also, I didn't realize that me and Makuga married on the same day.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
Same year too, right?
Same year, too,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh my God.
We were here, and he was somewhere else getting married at the same time. Crazy.
Wow. Wow. Well, happy anniversary because he just posted, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys? When's your anniversary?
Today.
Oh, congrats! Happy anniversary. 1 year, right?
2.
2 years.
2. Yeah. Time flies, man.
Jesus Christ, I'm old. Toby Freeman says, Nick, did you watch SNL? No, I haven't watched SNL in a while. Why? What happened now?
I think it was the season premiere.
Oh, it's a season premiere. Okay.
Was it? I don't even know.
Well, I know they had all that controversy with that
Yeah,
comic
yeah,
that got
yeah.
hired and then fired very, very quickly.
I'm such a big fan of the Pilot G2 7.
Great pen.
It's good. Yeah.
You know, I'm happy that it's the Office like standard right now.
I read a Hollywood Reporter article talking about that guy and like the rift that's happening between like the comedy community. Where
Oh,
people
yeah.
are like, we gotta be
Thank you
better,
very
and other
much,
people are like, we should be able to do whatever the fuck we want. It's comedy.
Well, how do you feel?
I'm more on the side of like I think comedy should be smarter, and I think if you're gonna do jokes that flirt with race or with ethnicity at all, it's got to be very, very
You
clever.
gotta say something. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's just
right?
got to be clever, and that guy, you know, I don't necessarily know that I mean, I'll always defend a comic and his and his or her
Fucking
ability
racist.
to make jokes as long as I consider them jokes, and I think that this guy was joking, but I just feel like he was also dipping into the negative of just hate speech to
Yeah.
a certain degree. Like you look at that and you're like, that's not a joke. You're just
That
being
was the thing,
you're
right?
just being
It's
a fucking dickhead.
Fucking being an asshole.
So what I don't like is if I see a comic that makes a joke that a lot of people don't think is or a lot of people think he shouldn't make, I'll defend his right to make it as long as
Sure.
it's a joke. But this guy was not making jokes. This guy, it was just
He's just spouting racial
Yeah, he's just being a
stereotypes and slurs.
yeah. So, and that's not necessarily how I think. What I think that doesn't fit in the comedy vein for me personally.
Agreed.
And then his apology wasn't all that great.
No.
either. I'm more of, although I'll give it to him, though, I'm more of a Mad TV guy. Ending your apology.
That
with
was a funny thing. That
pretty
was funny.
baller.
Yeah.
Pretty baller. But yeah, it'll be interesting. And you know what's sad to me though is everyone's like, "Oh, good job. He's gone. How he's gonna go away?" I was like, "He's not gonna go away. This is gonna make him bigger." I had no idea who this fucking guy was. I'd never heard of him. I probably wouldn't have known. Like, I'm sure people would have known him once
But
he got on
it'll make him
Saturday
bigger
Night
to
Live.
like the wrong people, right? The bad people.
Yeah, but that's where we're on. We're on that roller coaster until it ends right now, right? We're headed toward that convergent come to Jesus point where all of those people who have been shucked over to that dark area are just going to grow bigger until everything explodes. So we'll see what happens.
Tony Tran says, "Are you guys watching Joker / doing a review?" We are. Kevin and I are actually going to see a screening tomorrow night and then do a special screencast on Wednesday.
Yes.
where we'll be able to review it.
Which hopefully we've gotten the word out because that means KFAF is getting punted over to screencast time on Friday. It's going to be a fun one.
Anyone know if Joey's better?
Oh right, she was sick. Did she die?
She had said originally, remember, she wasn't going to be here, period. Today.
No, I know that.
Okay, my apologies.
I'm just like, I just need to make sure she's gonna go on Tuesday, because if she isn't, then we have another spot open and we can move things around and have someone else go maybe.
Gotcha, I'm
That's
calling
fun.
her.
You can call her right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
She misses us.
Does she? I don't miss you guys. Oh God, it's not a knock against you. It's just you suck. I'm good.
Hello.
Joey, it's Greg Miller. You're on the Kind of
Jesus.
Funny podcast post show. How are you?
You know,
We're calling to get a health check. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I'll be at work tomorrow.
Okay. Do you think you have the Joker in you tomorrow?
To go see it.
Yes. No, not they. I don't think. Have you been possessed by Joaquin Phoenix?
What time is it?
Kevin,
I want to say it's 7. I can.
he wants to
verify.
say it's 7.
Okay, yeah. As long as it's later, that should be fine.
Okay, cool. We just want to make sure if you were under the weather, so we staff somebody else in there for screencast.
No, no, I'm good. I'm moving right now, so.
I'll say this: if she's faking it, she's doing a great job
Does she need a truck? Does she need help with a truck?
Yeah. Do you need help? What do you need us to do?
with a truck.
Oh no, I don't have like furniture to move because I'm moving into Amaris's and it's already furnished. It's a whole thing.
I thought
Gotcha,
she said
okay.
she was moving. Like I'm up and moving around.
Okay.
I just like clothes and all the boring stuff that I just don't really want to do.
Just
you know?
burn it and buy new stuff. That's what Andy does.
Just leave it on the
He has a whole
sidewalk.
new Twitch wardrobe. It's weird.
He's entered his blackface. It's great. He's wearing all
Oh,
black.
dude, she's
Well,
dying.
Thanks
Are
for
we sure
checking
you
in
wanna
on me,
take
guys.
meds?
No problem, Joe. We love you.
I listened to Games Daily this morning, and Tim said I was dead. So.
Yeah, we're never sure.
Nobody knows?
Thanks.
All right, feel better. Bye.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
And then
Really
have
thought you said Andy was entering his blackface.
I was like,
"Ah."
That's what I heard too.
black phase.
Yeah.
No,
Black
no, I
phase.
understood once I understood.
Andy, do you know how Skeets saw your link pic? I have no idea, but apparently this guy who's like pretty big in the NBA world, former co-host of a show called The Starters, he just tweeted this photo out of nowhere and like tagged me in it,
Oh.
and I have no idea. Like, and I a lot
He loves you.
people were replying like, he doesn't even follow me. That's the interesting thing. But people were replying like, wow, my worlds are colliding. Like Skeets is talking about it, and it's like, I'm not familiar with I've seen the logo of The Outsiders. I've never listened to the show though. But no, I have no idea. I have zero clue. Annie, did you hear the new Stephen A. Smith Happy Birthday song? I did. Yes, it's very good.
Who's Stephen A. Smith?
He's on First Take, hosts First Take. He's like he's kind of like the face of ESPN. He's the most famous guy who's on every fucking show. You know. I'm
Right on.
starving.
Man, I'm hungry too. We didn't get enough for lunch.
We're gonna eat some goddamn Doritos when this is over.
Are we
You know
eating
what I'm
Doritos or are we
saying?
gonna call a spade and just open up that second?
You want to
pack
get into
of
the second pack of maple Oreos?
I'll buy another one on the way home.
No, you're fine.
So they're good, huh?
Oh my God, Kevin, were you here on Friday?
No.
Oh, dude, we cracked them open.
Dentist.
And we liked them so much, we told Joey to get off her deathbed and go get us more and bring them in today. And then she said, "Joke's on you. I'm dying. I'm not bringing them in."
I saw
Is
that
this sweater
on Slack.
comfy, Andy? Yes, the sweater's very comfy, Dim. And it's also like,
Is it thick?
it's not, it doesn't feel thick, but it is warm. Like I wanted to take it off mid-show because my ears started getting hot because it's like hotter in here than it is out there.
That happens.
But San Francisco's crazy, man. Like last week,
Right?
Blessing was here and we were dying and we were fucking sweating all day. And today, like in the office, it's like it's fucking cold, in here.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when it's cold in here.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but like he did get to experience like it's hot as shit, and like oh now it's Friday and it's like 60 degrees all day.
Yeah.
That's San Francisco for you.
I love it.
We talked a little bit when him and Alex and I went out to
Yeah.
grab some pokey. They were like, "This is weird." I was like, "This is Sparta," and by Sparta I mean the weather of San Francisco. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Square Pie guy says DJ Kento. I gotta go back to that place.
Amazing.
So good.
It's one of those things.
And they
like,
deliver to our house, which is
Do that?
fucking awesome. Yeah.
man, I crossed the threshold with Postmates over the weekend. Andy,
Yeah.
I was busy doing what the hell was I? Oh, I was doing a mic on last Thursday, I think it was. And my wife hit me up. She's like, "Yo, you still going to jiu-jitsu after this?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Oh, I just thought maybe you want to get some sweet potato fries for us." And I was like, "Are you going to try to talk me into Postmating sweet potato fries to you right now?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna."
Hell
and I
yeah.
did. So I got her $9 of sweet potato fries for $17.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Postmates is it's such
It's
a
a
great
racket.
service, but it is a fucking racket, man. Like, it plays on, there's a couple things that shouldn't be allowed, and all of them play on people's like rawest, most desperate human emotions, one of which is laziness. You know what I mean? I know laziness is not an emotion, but these guys are genius. They're like, everyone's lazy. No one wants to leave their house.
Very true.
Done. You're going to go,
It's so
they're
easy.
going to pay twice as much for a sweet potato fry.
I've done it so many times.
And my wife goes like this. She was like, well, I would do what I normally do, which is walk over to the place that sells them and then Uber back. And I was like, that's not any better. That's not better.
How far away is it from your house?
It's Rome Burger, man. It's like,
That's around the corner.
yeah, it's not that far.
Huh.
Yeah.
I have this thing where I just refuse to pay for, like
You're
Uber.
not fucking joking. I'm getting
Like
a cookie.
I hate
Fuck.
I hate paying for Uber just because it's like
For
I have-
Uber?
Yeah, I have 3 cars.
Yeah, but
You know, that's 3 insurances that I pay.
I feel you. I feel
3,
you.
registrations.
See, that's not
And
why
just,
I
like,
hate it.
Yeah, there's so many times where I'm like, I can't do it. I'm just gonna drive.
I get you because especially now that, and I might be crazy, but I feel like because Uber is so prevalent, it's easier to park in the city. So now I love driving everywhere, man. And I don't like Uber mostly because I just don't like how people drive or how they keep their car or how they present themselves to me on almost every single time. But I'm with you on that one. No, but Postmates is starting to get it's starting to get dangerous for me. I'm starting to spend a lot of money on Postmates.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten to the point with Postmates where it's like, fuck it.
It just feels
if
so
this
good.
meal is gonna cost $50,
It feels
and I
so
get to
good.
stay home, you know.
It feels so good, Kevin.
Because for a while I was like, Paula, let's just call it in and I'll order it. Well, it's half the price. And she was like, no, that's dumb. Then you have to go. And it's
Yeah,
like, it's fine.
I want to go.
I'll go. But now it's like, well, oh, are you doing this?
I've been really, really enjoying the burgers from.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, yeah.
I've been really enjoying the burgers from. Oh gosh, I can't think of it. It's in West Portal. Me, and Tim ate there one time.
Bull's head.
No, the other place
Starts
is
with the B.
cooler. I know what you're talking about.
Really, really
What
good
kind of food is
burgers. Just like fast food, like burgers and shit. But
Oh, I don't know.
There's a place that tries to charge you for refills.
yeah, that's the one.
Fucking
In
bullshit,
West
hipsters.
Portal?
It's between the Starbucks and it's like right by the Starbucks.
I don't know.
It's
Next
good.
to the bookstore.
I know the bookstore that's right next to City Bank.
Yeah. It's like a hole in the wall.
Uh,
They talk about
I
their
don't-
milkshakes on their window.
Caliber. I think.
Yeah.
it's
Caliber. Nailed
That's
it.
Yeah. I've never been there.
Starts with a B.
It's pretty good.
But they
Yeah.
have the like garlic fries and shakes or something like on
Yeah.
a sign, and I'm always like, oh, that's not a good combo. But
I can guarantee you. Like I'm saying it right now. I'm putting my you know.
That's weird. I took off my headphones because I'm gonna get one of these Oreos, and like I could hear you clearly, but as soon as I took them off, I couldn't hear you anymore, and there was a train coming.
I'm putting my reputation on the line, Kevin.
You're gonna want to get a few.
Their burgers are fantastic. Really good meat, really good tasting meat. The bun is fantastic.
Is it toasted?
Oh yeah.
Nice and toasty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
Papa.
gonna fall.
You know what I don't like though is they have that off-brand, healthier soda brand that Torchy's has. That's a knock against them right there.
Boiling.
No, it's something else. It's like it's something like that. And then they have the goddamn audacity to when I go up to get a refill, there's a little sign that says, "Hey, refills are stealing. Whatever, you got to give us $1." I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. You make so much money off this soda machine.
Yeah, this syrup.
Give me a block.
This
Give me a
syrup's
fucking break.
cost. This new drink is what, like a nickel
A
maybe?
nickel max. Give me a break. They're putting all that in their pockets.
And they have a sign that says stealing.
There was
That's
like, yeah, they're like,
ridiculous.
if you do this, you're stealing. I'm like, fuck you.
There should be a sign that say like no free refills,
It's something like that. I
and
may
then
have
afterwards.
then it says stealing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it is something like that. It's not as egregious as I'm saying it is, but it's still annoying. Man, these are good.
God, I'm starving, dude.
Yeah,
I'm real
give it to
hungry.
me. Give it to Daddy.
Oh, stop!
Did you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever just take them all off and then eat them just by himself and throw out the cookie?
No.
You always cookie.
I really
guy.
appreciate the cookie.
What are you gonna do with that now? Communion wafer?
So we're doing Destiny, huh?
What's up? Who's doing Destiny? You guys playing Destiny?
I think we are.
For what?
You in? You want to ride?
I'm so bad at that game.
Okay, bye.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like you have to be
Ride with him, Kevin.
good, or like good enough at like first person shooters to like, because then there's a team and like
We're not
one
gonna like
bad
fucking
cog.
raid and shit. We're not gonna get that deep, man. I'm not gonna have fucking Andrew or Renee yelling at me again.
I think I'm gonna do the raid.
It's
Like,
a
I'll do
speed
the research
racer
and get
/ Star Wars. I should have worn it tomorrow. Damn it.
You still can. You got an undershirt on. It's not gonna be stinky.
You got a washer and dryer in your house, don't you?
Yeah.
They don't know when we record all this stuff. It could be tomorrow. They don't know.
I love this shirt and I wear it all the time, and we're starting to get like just wear holes.
Yeah.
Little wear holes.
Werewolves.
Ew.
You know what I mean? It's a little
It
hole.
just
It's
reminds
like-
me of a werewolf's asshole or something.
Ooh, you got a werehole. My God, those cookies are good.
Mm-hmm.
Maple
They're
cream.
dangerously good. You taking it home to D?
I did, and she rebuffed them, which I
What?
felt bad about. Yeah,
Wow.
she was like, I can't do them right now. Trying to eat
Oh.
cleaner after Japan. I was like, good for you, babe. So I ended up throwing them out, but I felt bad because Ben wanted them. Is that his name?
Uncle Ben.
I don't even know who we're talking about anymore.
Our guest on
Which day? We have had a million people.
Friday.
Ryan?
Ryan, not Ben. I think. Oh, Ben Kenobi. That's why. Oh, Star Wars every weekend. He wanted them. I was like, sorry, man, you can't have these. They're for my wife. She's gonna kill me if I don't bring some home. And she was like, I don't want those. I was like, damn it. I could have gotten extra points with Ryan.
That's why you're not going to get any Marvel comic books ever.
Well, that's fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, my teeth hurt from eating these very sweet Oreos. This is the end of the post show. We love and appreciate you. Game's the end of the morning. Let's find out what's going on with the Shawn Laden business, eh? Hey.
This is how sweet these things are. I just drank Diet Coke. It tastes like soda water.
Woo!